That's awesome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to your bonus Game Over Greggy show for the month of March 2017.
What a damn fine year. Thank you.
If you've never caught one of these before, what happens is we put them on patreon.com/kindafunny last Sunday of every month for everybody who gives us $1 or more over there. Then in 2017, we made the decision that 30 days later, they go live for everybody.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing this in your feed in sometime, what would that be? The end of April?
April, yeah.
My birthday just passed, by the way. I hope I'm playing Mario Kart. If you're seeing it somewhere, thank you, ahead of time. Maybe I'll make it. If you see it there, nothing's wrong. No, Kevin? Now, Kevin, don't be leaning back and yawning. We're going to need you for this episode.
If you're in this episode.
This bonus episode.
All about you. It's called Kevin.
The problem with Kevin Coelho.
We already had an episode like that.
We'll bring it down now. I can already see you're floating above the thing there.
Oh, am I? Shit.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Top of the afternoon to you, Greg.
Top of the morning.
Oh,
Amy
shit.
Gills.
Oh, look at that.
Now,
Can I ask you a
St.
question?
Patrick's
Because,
Day.
Tim, this is not to denigrate
The
your
pure
mug,
one, Tim Gettys.
What's the most?
but the other day I used your mug.
Yeah.
And it is the most.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
You use the warp pipe mug?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think mine was dirty, and I just wanted it. It's a big mug. I wanted a lot more coffee. I don't think you would hear.
Yeah.
And I noticed, and this is again, I don't want you to feel insulted by this.
I won't.
That mug is incredibly uncomfortable to hold.
Oh.
It's
I thought
terrible.
you were going to say something else.
Well, I also
fucking
put my dick
dirty.
in it.
It's fucking just nasty in there.
Nasty. You never watched
Use
it.
your camera.
Because it's all just
What?
coffee.
But I'm using my
I'm just
mug.
drinking
Wait, you never wash your mug?
I wash it like every couple days. I'm not like
explains why I'm
not like
sick.
every single time I'm
It
using
explains why my throat feels like it's got
Yeah.
fungus in it now.
Probably.
What I want to do,
Little
I
Goombas?
want to make a good, just to point out, just for the viewer at home, the listener, well, the viewer, not listener, doesn't get this joke at all.
Yeah.
Literally right before we went live, you're like, oh, it'd be funky if you go between those two shots. And Kevin's like, I'm not going to. 2 minutes in, he did it when I was pointing at the mug.
Yeah.
We love you, Kevin.
We
Big
do.
dog,
We
Kevin
do.
Coelho off screen over there. So the way the bonus episodes work, in case this is your first one, is that they're not the normal topic by topic, day by day thing. It's just us doing one show where we talk it up, we yak it up, we chop it up, as Cisco would say.
Yak.
Yak.
Yakety yak.
I miss
Don't
Cisco.
talk back. Me too.
We got the opportunity to hang out with Cisco for damn near an entire day, and he is a fascinating human being.
Really is. What a good
I was
dude.
so impressed by him because I don't know a lot. I didn't know a lot about him prior. He mostly corresponds with you two, actually mostly Tim, and then probably you second.
Yeah.
So
up,
every
Cisco?
once in a while we talk on Twitter, but just being able to spend the entire day with him and hearing his life and hearing he's just a very impressive human being to me.
Sure.
And I don't know if this is going to go up before his episode.
This will
goes.
beat this episode. This will beat Cisco. Knock on wood. This will beat
knock
Cisco
on
to
wood.
the air.
So yeah, I don't want to ruin that. It's
Sure.
a great
Yeah.
series of it's a great podcast. It's probably one of the best podcasts we've done
Sure.
up to this point. But hearing his stories, it's almost bittersweet because you're like, I will never have cool stories like that. I'll never have a story about Will Smith calling me and asking me to be on the
that's
fucking
true.
Wild Wild West.
That probably won't ever happen.
You know?
Maybe Wild Wild West too.
Maybe
You kind of look like
can only
you
hope.
kind of look like the villain in that. Remember, he had a beard.
Kenneth Branagh. That was
remember
the
the
actor's
spider
name. I
thing.
can't remember
I'm
what
always
his
impressed
character's
by you,
name was.
Nick. You can just fucking throw out these names, and everyone's just like, no one knows who that is. but
I mean,
Nick
you know
does.
Kenneth Branagh. You've seen Kenneth Branagh in a ton of stuff. He did one of the definitive versions of Hamlet. He's also
Tim and I were really in line to
One
see
of
that
the
one.
definitive
So we were
versions.
midnight. We filmed the kind of funny reacts, but I got lost.
I am very pretentious. He
not joke
also,
about that, please.
well, he was in Wild Wild West. He was a bad guy, and then he was also directed Thor, the original Thor.
Interesting.
Wait, you're talking about
strange.
the actor?
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh is a director as well. He directed
What?
Thor.
The bad guy from Wild Wild West.
He's directed a lot of stuff.
Thor.
He's really
Okay.
You know who I'm
He's
talking
storied.
about. You've seen the guy. He's been in a ton of shit.
Well, I don't forget how we got on the track of Cisco. We just mentioned him at some
happens.
point, and that happens. That's how these things go. The thrust of this episode is simple.
Thank you for using.
The other day, thank you. The thrust of this episode is simple and supple. Is that the other day, I can't remember, I think it was a morning show.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Kind of Funny Live 3 happening June 3rd.
It
Of
is
course,
happening.
kindoffunny.com/KFL3. And the fact that, it wasn't even that yet. What it was is that somebody tipped us on the morning show and said, all right, here, Kevin's bringing up James, whoever, Corbin, who am I talking about?
No, Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh, I was close.
Go ahead. I'll go through his greatest hits.
That is not the guy I'm thinking. That was the guy from Wild Wild West?
Yeah. He was the bad guy. in Wild
He
Wild
had
West.
a black little beard though.
He had a black beard. It was weird, spidery and shit. What? Look up his as an actor. Look up his.
Wild
Just hit
West
actor.
Bad guy.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
See
you
what
did.
else he was in? Valkyrie. Yeah, he was a bad guy in Valkyrie.
You telling me this
guy.
evil Neil Druckmann looking motherfucker is that guy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm gonna double check that, Kev. I could be wrong. No, Wild Wild West, Dr. Loveless. Yeah.
Yeah, Loveless.
And then he also-
Desperado,
director.
Rough Rider. No,
See if
you
he
don't
actually
want
did
nada.
None
Click
of
on
this.
director, Kev, would you? Go back
None
up,
of
director.
this.
Pretty sure he directed Thor.
Yeah, I mean, it was there when.
Because I remember thinking that's just a strange pick.
On the morning show,
Yeah.
somebody tipped us and said, "Hey, I'm
Thor.
coming to San Francisco." And then he asked the question we get the most: "What should I do for food
that's this
and
episode?
drinks?" Yes.
Great.
And so then we started. I said, "We get this question all the time. We should make a video where we just go." And I said, "Well, here's something else I've thought about.
Yeah.
What we should do is take the E3 awards and make
Yes.
Kind of Funny approved restaurant awards.
Okay.
Where we go and give those to local eateries that maybe put them up or throw them away. Either way."
Arguably, probably
And
the
then
film.
we make a video of us giving it to them. So we then have a video on kindoffunny.com so that when you ask, "I'm coming to San Francisco, where do I go?" You go. And then we started arguing about it, as you knew we would.
Yep.
And so then I said, stop the argument. That'll be this month's bonus episode of the Game Over Greggy Show.
Got
we are
it.
going to go through and come up with a definitive list of restaurants and bars you need to go to when you come to San Francisco while we argue with each other.
Okay.
That's why the computer's here. That's why Kevin needs his camera working today, because
is
Kevin
fantastic.
eats at a lot of establishments.
Now, can I ask
And
a
I
quick
would-
question before we begin?
You can ask any question.
Should we
you want.
re-intro this so that when people go to click on this years from now, they're not wondering why when they clicked on a video about best restaurants in San
Sure.
Francisco, I talked about Kenneth Branagh for the first 45 minutes of it. No?
It's not even worth it.
No.
Because we're going to eventually put up a video that is just
The definitive.
the Kind of Funny approved restaurants. for
Sure.
them. This is just behind the
This
scenes.
is the,
You all want to see
Making
how
the
the
list.
sausage gets made. I'm going to
Let's make
shit
that
into this
sausage.
sausage's throat.
Oh, I see. So
Grind
this
it
is-
up and put it in a casing.
What? And then shove it back
like
up
a-
its own.
I think you
Turkey
shit in the
butthole.
pig then.
I
Right?
made sausages last night, sir. How dare
you really?
Yeah.
You
From scratch?
know how the sausage is made?
Well, I didn't grind them in the thing. I
Holy
just,
shit!
I
So you
tossed
had
them
the
in.
little like used condom and you fucking
I wish.
shoved
God,
the meat
I
in
wish.
that bitch.
That's-
Yeah, no, I've never gone.
Used
I've never gained that.
condom.
Kevin, I've told you once. Now I'm telling you again. Use your camera. I want you to be part of this
sorry.
episode if you're going to be
Do
part
I-
of this episode.
I mean, well, just because a lot of
doesn't have
times
to
I'm
use
on
the
my
camera.
phone. You know what I mean?
Not this episode. You're telling me Kevin Coyle is not going to argue some really bullshit restaurants he wants people to go to?
I'm going to need your help on this one, Kev.
Yeah, you're
I'm
definitely
I'm
gonna need.
down. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
okay.
We're
So-
gonna disagree when it comes to burritos. I'm telling you
We're going to
right
disagree
now.
on a lot of stuff.
Now,
That's
my
fine.
thing about it
That's
is,
the beautiful thing
I
about
feel
San
like
Francisco.
I think we should go through and make the best burrito, the best pizza, the best whatever, right?
It should be burgers, pizza, burrito for sure, and wings. Well, wings, I think we could all just agree it's gonna be wing wings. Are there any?
Well-
Is there anything better than wing wings?
Yes.
Really?
You want to start there then? All right.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, here's
the
my
gauntlet
thing.
has been thrown down. I
No.
apologize.
Before we
Seems
even
crazy.
start this, I like what you're doing here with your separating the categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to put out there that within the categories, there are subcategories.
Oh.
So are there better wings than wing wings? No. No. When you think wings, when you think about what you're trying to get
Yeah.
with the different flavors and stuff,
Wings.
you're going to wings.
Yeah.
Best wings in San Francisco, period.
Yeah.
Santung.
Oh, I don't know.
Chinese restaurant
No.
on
They're damn
Are
good.
you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not fucking kidding you.
That place, they're fantastic if you like Asian chicken wings.
Here's what. Now
So
are
I'm going to give them best Asian chicken wings.
They are really good.
they are good. Don't get me wrong.
Like I've had. You know what, Tim?
I swear to God, I'm gonna break Paul's head if you
I'm
don't
right
use the
here.
camera.
I'm right here. You remember what is it called?
So you didn't even acknowledge.
He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. Let's just get another Beyonce at some point.
Chili Rocket or something like that. The place we just went to with Missy. The wings were amazing. The wings.
But they're not Santung amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they
Sang
are.
tongue wings are great.
Santung is a freaking San Francisco classic.
I agree.
That place is amazing.
I would. So why don't we put it in there for Chinese food? Their Chinese food in general is good.
It's okay. Their wings are what's special, though.
It's
People
true.
go just for the
They're-
wings. So here's the
I know.
thing.
I'm aware
The
as somebody who
wings
has.
are what's
Well,
special.
I've eaten at Sang Tung 30, 40 times.
Yeah.
Always through Postmates. Because there's no way I'm gonna go wait in that
Oh,
fucking
You're
that's
line.
fucking
You're
up.
fucking
You're
up,
fucking
man.
up.
No, I'm not. They're
You're
great.
fucking
No.
up, Greg.
Why?
You don't.
Because they can't. They don't
Postmates,
travel well.
They do not travel well.
Postmates is the perfect delivery service because they're not Domino's or Pachi's. They go
Greg,
there.
Greg,
they
I'm
come
sorry.
straight to you hot.
Amateur
They
moves.
don't. They
Amateur
don't.
moves.
That's not
Also,
true.
remember, I live what 20, 30 blocks.
Doesn't matter. You know how many story cool Greg has about hanging out with his friend who's doing Postmates, and he's like, and then the dude just parked his car and smoked for 30 minutes.
That's never happened to me with Sang Tung wings. I'm telling you, I'm getting them
Santung,
hot.
You need them right there. You need them hot when they're there.
All right,
you
we
need
can-
to be in the experience. Hold on. I need to say this about Santung because there's a pro maneuver here.
Sure. Okay.
There's two Santungs. People don't know this.
Sang Tung and then Sang Tung
There's
2,
Santung
number 2.
next door, and it's a smaller place, and that is the key. Santung, there's way too big of a wait there.
Sure.
You're gonna get fucked if you just go there on a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. You're gonna get your wings. But if you go to Santung 2, that's the pro local maneuver. They know what's up. Same wings, and it's essentially just a wing delivery service because they know what's up.
How many times have you gone to Peasant Pies next door?
Never.
Yeah, me neither.
Never, but I've walked by.
I see
many
it every
times.
time. Like, Quality logo. I don't want a meat pie right now. And it's like, we got other pies. I'm like, nah, you lost me when I started thinking about meat being in that pie.
Their pies look like cartoon pies, though.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's shocking. Like I walk by, I'm like, I've never seen something that looks that plump.
What song am I thinking about right now?
Okay, hold on.
Sweetie Todd.
Peasant pies.
No, go back one more.
They're a glorified wing delivery service at Sangtung. Oh, Wang Chung.
There it is.
Yeah, it was in my head too. I'm sorry. Everybody sang tonight. Everybody eat wings tonight. We have a second location next to the first. We're too popular for our own good.
Why wouldn't they just like spread into the other location? Why do they have to open a second location right next door?
I just love that it says Sangtung #2.
Yeah,
on the sign.
It's a tinier logo on the #2. It's like some like hidden shit. But the thing is, I don't think it's actually next door. I think there's like a building in between. There's like I think
there's a wall, but I think they're still next door to next door.
That's kind of like Pizza Orgasmica. When Pizza Orgasmica in my neighborhood, it's always had the little walk in, get the pizza, and then one half building over, they opened like the bigger restaurant, and then of course that restaurant failed because everything in San Francisco fails.
Pizza Orgasmica sucks.
It's not good.
Fucking sucks.
It's not
great
good.
idea.
It's not
has
great.
fun names. There's doggy style pizza and it's LOL 69. But no, it's not good pizza.
In that area, there needs to be a late night pizza place, and I'm happy that there is one.
Me too.
There's another one around the corner that's just as bad. I would say if you're going to be in San Francisco as far as pizza concerned, it's not good pizza, but it's definitely worth going to if you're here on a Friday or Saturday night just to see the scene. Pizza Orgasmica.
Oh well,
because it's going to be chaos.
Yeah,
you're talking about the one in the marina, right?
Yeah, the one in the marina.
When we go to Nick's house. And
Yeah. It's the one
I mean, there are other locations because here's my thing about Pizza Orgasmica is when I lived down on the Embarcadero, there was one in that mall up there, that weird mall. That's like
Embarcadero Mall.
Yeah. There was one there that I would order from, and it was really good. But granted, they were making the pie, giving it to me. It's not the slices bullshit. Yeah. Slices are never reheat great. You know what I mean? Even when you talk to these people about New York pizza, first off, they always have it. I mean, talking to Ransky, you're talking to Colin. No matter what New York pizza place you're going to, you went to the wrong one. The best one is this one. Can't win with them. But
Can't win.
Yeah.
I agree that it's not the same there. Now, so with wings, though.
Yes.
We thought this was going to be a slam dunk. I think it still is.
I think it is.
You still think wings are the best buffalo wings?
Yes.
Like wings like that.
Undeniable.
But you're giving your shout out. You want to give an Asian tip of the hat to best Asian wings being
But
Sangtung.
let me ask you this question: have you had the Angry Korean for wings?
I have, and it's
They're at
fantastic. But
thebomb.com.
they're different though.
They are different.
They're different. That's
Have you
just,
had the
that is
orange
just the
miso?
flavoring. Whereas the Sangtung is like it's made differently.
Smaller
There's
wings.
like a crispiness.
They're crispy.
To them.
Yeah, that's a great
really
point.
good. Really good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is there any other wings we want to argue for? I mean, because I think we're just
think so.
we're gonna come down to winners, obviously.
Yeah.
We got to decide how many of these awards we actually want to give out, how many we actually want to print.
I mean, I'll give a nod to the giant bowl of wings that place over.
Oh,
in
the Sunset Reservoir Brewing
that
Company.
place has pretty good wings, where they just give you a giant bowl of tiny wings.
I find that they're very unsatisfying in the sense that they're really small.
They're very small.
And
There's an excessive amount of sauce.
I'm just putting them on the list because I
wet
like
fingers.
excessive amounts of sauce.
yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the
And I
thing
like the way
about
they taste.
here's the thing about the Sunset Reservoir Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Overall, because I think we're gonna get to bars and everything else or whatever,
Sure.
and I don't brew pubs, whatever the fuck you want to say. I like the vibe of Sunset Brewing Company. I like the accoutrements.
Yeah.
I like they have their own beer there.
chill.
What I like about the wings there is the fact that they are true wing appetizers. And the fact that, if you've never been, I'm sure most of you, unless you've been one of the kids who've come and been on the show and we've taken you there, you get a giant bowl of these wings and you get them and they're super tiny, they're super saucy, and you just clown them out like oysters, but then you still want your food for dinner. Because that's the problem.
Yeah,
Because
that's a good point.
But here's the thing: is I'm giving them a shout out for that what they are. I don't think they deserve one of our awards for that. I think they're good in the same way that I like over at the Draft House. I don't have to annoy Colin anymore with Draft House. The Richmond Draft House. Their wings are good. I think. I would always. I'd rather go to Wings. I'd rather have those wings.
Yeah.
But the thing about their wings that's a fucking meal. If you order that, you're not eating anything else. Now, granted, you're slamming IPAs, you're having a good time, you're getting
Having
that poutine. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
ribs
gonna give
sometimes.
a quick shout out, but it doesn't belong on the list. The other day when we were eating at the Outback Steakhouse with Cisco, those wings were actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's
They
true.
weren't bad. I just wanted to
love
say
Outback.
that statement because
I'm
I
not
can
gonna
actually
put it
say
on
that
the
statement.
Yeah.
I don't even care. I just wanted to say I was eating lunch with Cisco the other day at an Outback Steakhouse, and we ordered wings together, and it was lovely. And he ordered some sort of virgin daiquiri drink, and it was amazing.
the Wallaby Darn.
The Wallaby Darn, yeah.
But that was a virgin Wallaby Darn, right? Like there is a drink.
There is a
drinky flavor.
alcoholic Wallaby Darn.
But he got a virgin
Gotcha. Okay.
drink. Yeah, here's my thing. Burritos easy. There's about 400 burritos that we can argue, so I feel like we should.
Here's
save
my
that
thing
maybe
about
for the end.
burritos. I think it's going to be the most contested thing.
It is.
And what I'd like to tell you all is I just don't think there's a fantastic burrito in San Francisco.
You are.
What?
Oh my God!
fuck
I was
had-
so
that
with you
mean?
until then.
I guess you know what? I
What
take
does
it back.
that mean?
Here's my thing about the burritos in San Francisco,
They're the best in the whole wide world. Yeah.
which makes
definitely
me
not.
sad for burritos.
no,
Because I mean, maybe
not.
maybe
No,
they
LA
can't
has
get
way
to where
better
they need to
burritos.
be.
LA has better burritos.
Southern California has way better burritos.
Isn't
than
San
the-
Diego?
Those
San Diego was
monsters-
supposed to be for the longest time.
Those
San Diego's
monster
good one,
stick French fries in their burritos.
Yeah, you loved that the first time.
No,
you
I
got that.
don't. I never liked it.
I'm down with it, but I mean that is a
First
separate
off,
category. as well.
I've never had a French fry burrito until I came up here. I'll be honest with you. I've never seen that before. I came up here, I was like, I don't understand where people started doing that.
Well, the problem is there's not even any consensus on is that the California burrito or the San Diego burrito.
The San Diego burrito.
I think it's a bullshit burrito that like I've never seen before. I mean,
you
I
don't
didn't
like
spend
the
a lot of
French
time in
fry
San Diego, but I've never seen a burrito offered because I used to go to real taquerias where they're just like, yo, it's a burrito. What the fuck's in it? There's no like names for different burritos. It's either like a normal burrito
Or a super
or a
burrito.
super burrito, or if they want to get authentic, it's a grande burrito or whatever.
What? No.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
Super burrito is the authentic name of it, Nick.
I don't think super. I don't know if there's an authentic thing for it.
So here's what
But-
I'm throwing out about the burritos, right? And I think some of it might come from being spoiled. All right, being spoiled. I think for my money, the best burrito I've had in San Francisco, and I've gone to Taqueria Cancun, I've done all these different things, is Victor's down by IGN. Where you walk in, and she's like, "Hola,
Interesting.
guapo."
It's not a bad burrito.
I love Victor's, but
Yeah.
again,
Not a bad burrito. You just like it because the woman walks in and immediately hits on every single guy that walks in.
Well, no, she would be like, "Hola, guapo," which means handsome, right?
Handsome.
Hola, guapo. Hola. And then I'd walk, and she'd be like, yeah. Be like, "Oh, man, give me the fucking shrimp
no,
burrito."
Victor's is a damn good burrito. So here's my thing. The thing with burritos
Victor's
is
also
we're
shout out to Victor's
spoiled.
because they give you the salsa and chips in line.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get up to the sombrero, you just
fucking
eat a
start
bunch of
eating the
chips
sombrero.
until you realize that every single person before you has probably done the same thing. And you're
Yeah.
like, that's
And then she
fucking
starts
disgusting.
yelling at her staff. Is always my favorite.
Yeah, no, it's great. Victor's is awesome. I think that we're so spoiled with burritos in San Francisco because there is so many 10 out of 10 burritos here that all have different vibes to them.
Yeah.
There's something special about each where it's like, it is the thing that it's like the pizza in New York. Everybody can argue over it because
Sure.
it's like, no one is right. There is no one best burrito place in San Francisco. Because my thing is, my favorite is Gordo's. I understand people don't like that for whatever reason. The thing is, it's consistent. You're always getting the same burrito there. Victor's, you're always getting the same burrito there. They have different tastes. And I appreciate that.
And this is an interesting thing you bring up. And again, where I go back to the spoiled thing, and stick with me. I love underdogs. But the problem is I've lived next to underdogs now for however long. It feels like 30 years. And so I've been there so much that I burn out so quick. And we used to do it when we were still at IGN, we'd come back to GameOverGreggy. We would get there every time or whatever. And so it's always that up or down. But the consistency is always the issue with underdogs.
Yeah.
Where there have been times where I like the California burrito. I like the French fries in there. I have no rules. I don't, rice is fine, but whatever. There was one time I ordered the carne asada California burrito from Underdogs, and it came and the fries were so crisp. And I was like, this is fantastic. And then I would say 90% of the other times it's just always like mushy fries.
Well, so the thing about the underdogs is that's the equivalent to the bullshit wings that you have here on the list.
For
the Sunset.
So what I put is on our wings list right now, I have Sunset Reservoir Brewing Company, bullshit wings in parentheses. Not a bad way, not a derogatory way. And then Underdog's weird ass burrito.
For underdogs, yes. For Nick's Crispy Tacos, no. And that's what I will throw on this list.
They're the same, man.
They're not the same. They
It's just-
taste
they
totally
trick you.
different.
No, they don't.
They taste totally different.
They taste exactly the same. The presentation of the place just tricks you.
No, I haven't. I haven't been to a Nick's Crispy Tacos in a long time, but like
All the time.
it's just better. It's better than underdogs by far.
It's not. It doesn't look like a bar and it's bright. That's why.
It gets points for the oddness of it. That it's actually an Asian like dance club. Like, and then you go in there and there's a little taco bar in there for no reason that's open during the day.
The hell are you guys
It
talking
makes
about?
no sense. Nick's Crispy Tacos.
Where's that?
It's on Polk
this
and
place.
Broadway. If you ever go, it's called Club Rouge. It's a dance club. I mean, I guess I don't know if it's necessarily an Asian dance club or not, but I don't know. But you go in there during the day, and there's a little tiny there's a big bar where you can order food or drinks rather, and then toward like the back of it, there's a little tiny taco bar where they make like burritos and shit. And it's Nick's Crispy Tacos. So during the day it's open, and at night it's a dance club. It's crazy. But yeah, I think it's good. it's on my list for one of the best burritos.
underdogs. I want to put out best breakfast burrito I've ever had.
La Bamba?
Yeah,
La Bamba.
it is so good.
I'll agree with that.
I think about it often.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about different things here.
What?
There's the Nick's Crispy Tacos that's right near your house.
That's taco. That is also Nick's Crispy Tacos, but that is yes, you're right. Those taste a lot alike.
Okay.
Because that's the Nantucket style burrito. There's also a Nick's Crispy Tacos that's
Never been
the
there.
old school. Oh, it's hilarious. Because you sit in you're in a fucking nightclub, but it's during the day. And there's just a shit ton of people in there, and they have like Taco Tuesdays. So we should go. It's really fun. I think you'll like it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Kevin, what burrito do you want to throw out? You said you weren't going to agree with Tim. Tim's saying Gordo's is his favorite.
I mean, it is very hard because there's a lot of my favorite burrito place, not in San Francisco. It's in South San Francisco. It's 10 minutes out. La Tapatía, very good spot. But
It's one of those places that's in a liquor store. So the back of it is
yeah,
taqueria.
Tapatio?
it's
It's good.
delicious.
It is good.
But my favorite burrito in San Francisco, Cancun, but it's specifically their the prawn burrito. So good.
My thing is with the burritos, I truly believe that the best representative sample of what a mission burrito is, and that's what people are talking about when they talk about San Francisco burrito, is El Farolito.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think that the consistency of it and what you get and the experience of being there, it's open till God knows when in the morning. Everything
There's
about it
multiple El
is,
Farolitos, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah,
So
I'll give you that. That is the okay. Because here's the deal. It's so subjective. The difference between people's likings of what you put in your burrito is very much
going to guide where you think is your favorite one.
However, if we're just talking about what, in my opinion, a burrito should be, which is I just got out of a bar, I'm really hungry. What's open? How do we get a burrito of me as soon as possible? El Farolito by far takes the cake for that.
and it's also good at dinner time.
Yeah, or lunchtime, whatever. But
It's not like in Columbia, Missouri, we had El Rancho, which nobody ate to ever. It is on Broadway, last I checked. Nobody ate at I'm gonna go to dinner. It was the bars have let out, and now I'm gonna go get fucking nachos and whatever the fuck. And crush that.
I'm going to give a shout out to Los Hermanos, which is in my neighborhood, but the only reason I can't put them on the list, unfortunately, because they're not open on Sundays. So taqueria, it has to be. I have to get my burrito any day of the week that I want. Granted, yeah, it's not open. It's only open until I think 9, but still, that Sundays when I'm I just want a fucking burrito, man. It's been a hard week and I can't get it there, and it's unfortunate.
Los Hermanos, the best horchata I've had.
Really?
Yeah.
For the kids at
It's
home, because
so
I'd never
good.
heard of horchata until I've seen it, but I never heard and saw anyone drink it until we were hanging out. What is it?
It's a cinnamon rice drink.
Yeah, cinnamon rice drink.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty much pure sugar.
cinnamon rice lemonade.
When Kevin can't get a milkshake, give him a horchata.
It tastes like it tastes
really
like a
good.
cinnamon milkshake that's melted,
Yeah,
and it's lukewarm.
and it's a bit watery though.
It's a little watery.
It's,
Yeah.
it's less. It's more water.
It's
less
really
milk.
refreshing. It's
on this burrito argument,
yeah.
what I want to put out there is the fact that for the last 2 Kind of Funny Lives, we sent people underdogs, and they love it. Is there something special for underdogs that we're just too spoiled, too in the weeds about, you think?
No. I mean, Underdogs is only special just because we lived near there.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
Underdogs it's a fucking bar.
Yeah, I don't find. I mean, I think the food's okay. It's not great. I've never been there and been this fucking blew me away. It's just whatever.
I've gone to get ramen since we've left. I've even gone to Marnie Thai. I know.
No, fuck money time. But the
Shut your
ramen place,
face.
shout out
But
to
what
them.
I'm saying is those places I've really missed.
Yeah, you haven't thought of underdogs?
No.
But again, is it that we burned out on?
Yeah, we definitely burned out on that.
I mean,
No,
Underdogs,
'cause
Underdogs
Marnie Thai,
is a institution for San Francisco.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those ones where you don't really recommend it to people. No one's diehard Underdogs.
Sean Pitts is.
The people that are from here, what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
No one's I'm from SF. You're coming to SF. You need to try Underdogs.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Gotcha,
Not,
now I
it's
understand what you're saying,
definitely a place I tell people to go.
It's no Jenny Burger.
We're not even to the burger argument yet. Don't jump ahead of yourself on this one, all right? Because that's going to be a bloodbath. As bad as burritos have been, I have no real horse in the race. I appreciate underdogs. I think the cheeseburger burrito and your carne asada burritos and the atmosphere is great. The Kind of Funny kids take it over. The best friends, your Kaylee Wormers.
Woomer?
Wormers.
Woomer.
Good enough.
I'm fucking around. And Trevor Starkey's, they go over there. They take it over. Sean Pitts is there all the time, I hear. Craig Baradon used to live there.
Big old Craig Baradon.
I think it's a cool place, but outside of that, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, when it comes to burritos, it's just my personal favorite one, the one I grew up with was Gordo. So
Yeah.
I will fight for that. But I also fight for El Farolito being the best representation of a San Francisco burrito. But that's not what this is about. I'm not going to fucking put a kind of funny face in El Farolito.
Calm down.
Like, we're putting one in Gordo's. Specifically, the Gordo's on 18th and Gary. Fuck the one on 9th and Irving, and fuck the one on 25th and Clement.
Okay.
I feel like we went to the one in 9th and Irving quite a bit.
We did. Man,
Yeah,
is it
because-
subpar. Man, is it subpar.
Because of these motherfuckers living in the wrong side of the...
It's where the office was. What did you want me to
I
do?
was
Worked out of the office for a year and a half.
Avoid the sunset at all costs. Fuck the
Except
sunset.
for Underdogs and maybe for Sunset Reservoir Brewing Company and the ramen place we'll get to, I'm
Definitely
sure.
the
in a little
ramen
bit.
place.
All right, we'll
Santong.
figure out exactly what. Sunset's pretty great. All right, we'll get back to picking a burrito, I guess.
Yeah, the Richmond district doesn't have that many good places to eat at.
Hard
Think
knocks.
about it.
There's a
Hard
burger
Knocks
place
is
over there.
good.
Colin started taking me a couple weeks ago or months ago now, but that was really good too. It's like Bob. No, it's not Bob's, but it's something.
Oh, I
Bill's.
Oh.
Bob's
No?
Big Boy.
Inner Richmond.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
No, you know.
It's all right. It's
Well,
all
it's
right.
just
Talk about
burgers.
Balboa, I think.
What's
Talk
happening on the
about
burger front?
Burgers?
I'm gonna be super real with you.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I don't think there's a burger here that I can stand by.
What?
Wow, and you've lived here your entire life.
Beeps? Jenny's?
Oh,
Come on, man.
Beeps. I'm gonna give it to Beeps.
I mean, the easy vote is
I'm with
Beeps.
Beeps.
We all love Beeps.
Here's the thing, and I will ask you, Kevin Coelho, my brother in burgers. Is Beeps the easy pick? Because what are we doing to Big Dog Jenny?
I mean, that's
I
the
love
thing.
Jenny Burger.
Jenny's burger is awesome.
Fucking love Jenny Burger. I love it. There's something about it.
Yeah.
It's just a thicker, hearty patty.
Yeah.
Everything at Jenny's burger is perfect,
thick
is what I'm
patty.
gonna say.
Yeah.
No.
The patty's the right size, the bun is the right size, the cheese fries are the right size, the
fries.
milkshakes are the
I'll
right
give it to
size.
them.
The
That
milkshakes are
shit's good.
so good.
The cheese fries are great. The place sucks. It's way too small. They have the stupidest chairs in the entire
But it's
world.
always empty.
but
It was way
it's
too
never
small.
empty. It's
No,
there's always
it's empty.
there's-
We've always been able to
They
sit
do
down.
have dumb shit chairs.
the chairs are
They need to
really,
fucking-
really,
They
really
have-
dumb.
really
yes,
need to change those
they're
stupid ass
super,
chairs.
super dumb. But I don't remember a time where we've been like, all right, fuck, let's leave. There's no place for us to sit. I remember us
Yeah, but
always
it's
being
happened
able
twice.
to sit down.
But
I
I
remember
was
one time
super
where we had to sit at that stupid
uncomfortable.
bar. It was
Okay,
me, Tim,
all
and-
right, so
and
we're
Greg,
able to
and it was-
sit though, right?
Yeah,
I mean, if you
uncomfortably.
call like the bar was approximately like half a foot
Look,
wide.
here's hey,
So we were
my
like-
argument is still correct. You've
Kevin's
been able to
knocking it
sit.
out of the park. Kevin's checkmating you guys left and right.
I'm telling you this. I
Jenny's
like Jenny
Burger
Burger,
fucking
but
sucks.
I
Jenny's
would,
burger does not fucking suck.
Jenny's burger is just it's all it is grease and oil in the fucking fattest patty possible.
Yeah, it is.
You're so fucking
We just
wrong.
ate it flame broiled, and
It
Jenny's
sucked.
burger kicks the shit out of flame broiled.
A lot
House
of
Flame.
times-
House of Flame. It does.
A lot of
both
times
suck.
you can get cheese and chili on top of your burger too. All right?
I like how he
Not
says
on-
a lot of times as if it's a special and not just a chili cheeseburger you order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Rome Burger.
Okay.
Because I
Get
like
outta
that place.
Here.
It's too frivy for
Yeah.
me.
It's not
Anywhere
frivy.
you can't get real Coke.
I mean,
Rome burger's not frivy.
It's pretty frivy. I don't know if that what
That's
that
the
word
place
means,
in the
but yeah.
marina, right? That we've gone to a bunch of times before
Yes.
movies. Colin goes there and orders like the most
The
basic
$18,
burger, but adds so much to it. It gets to
Yeah.
be $18, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that burger. I like it. If I'm not mistaken, they're all like grass-fed burgers. It's a little bit more.
They don't have real
expensive.
sodas, right? Isn't that your
Yeah,
always
no,
always
they have
good
like
about that?
Coke.
They have
Go
the
straight to
boiling
hell.
Coke or the boiling Diet Cokes, but Diet sodas rather. So it is definitely a little bit more Gigi than your normal run-of-the-mill like Super Duper Burger. But I will give a shout out to Super Duper Burger as well because I like that. I like that. It's a franchise though, so it can't. Do we have a no franchise?
So that's
do
why
whatever you
I
want.
think in
Franchise
terms
is
of
fine.
burgers, if franchises count, and because I don't know how far
well, we don't want to say Burger King.
this
That's
franchise
like-
goes, but Barney's. I
Barney's?
fucking love Barney's.
I never heard of it.
Barney's is my jam.
Is there still a Barney's?
Yes, there is.
Aren't they
used,
gone?
There used to be one next to Nick
Yeah.
and RIP because that was my favorite place in the world.
Now it's a Blue Barn.
But it's a what?
Blue Barn.
I don't know what the hell Blue Barn is.
It's a really expensive salad place.
Oh, great.
Like the kind of where you're like $22 for a salad. That sounds about right.
There's
Looks like there's one
Barney's
left on 24th.
Yeah, and this one's awesome. It's way bigger.
I'll give a shout out to Barney's. Sure.
The people there are great. But
They got
yeah,
good, they
I
got
think it's
good
a,
curly fries at Barney's.
I do think it's a franchise though. Like
Yeah, well, I don't mind.
I don't think it's a franchise. Like when I think franchise, I think McDonald's. I think this is just they opened a hub. It was a privately owned company that opened a couple locations. So I'll give a shout out to
Are
Barney's.
there any outside of SF though, or the Bay Area?
I don't think so. I've never heard of one. I mean, I'm sure there's
Brentwood, I mean, that's LA, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I'll give it. I'll
Bay
give it a shout
Area,
out.
Greater Los Angeles. All right, that counts. That's
Okay, yeah,
California.
yeah.
Something
So
you
they-
can't get everywhere else.
Also,
Yeah.
but like
Barney's.
they're not getting the vote. They're just getting one of your votes.
We're just shouting out right now.
Yeah,
We're just
I'm
talking
gonna, I'm
out.
giving a shout out to Barney's because their curly fries are just they're crack on another level.
Yeah.
Like those things are so damn good,
They're
and the
really
burger's great. Everything about that place is like it's fantastic.
See, I think
And
you
it's
and
a
I
Coke
just
place.
have very different tastes when it comes to burgers. Because the Barney's burger to me is always really dry and kind of flavorless.
No, it has a lot of flavor.
See, that was the big thing about the burger today. I thought there was no taste to it.
That was too much taste. Too much fucking goddamn grease and oil.
Tim's like a he's like a kid where like he only likes things. Remember like when Roper used to eat, and Roper would only ever eat a burger, and it would be the same burger, and it couldn't have anything on it. Also,
Jim Riley too. Yeah.
I feel like Tim's like that a little bit. Very
His
bland.
brother's way worse.
Good taste.
Oh, Cool
So
Greg
now,
doesn't like anything.
here's the thing, Big Dog Kevin Coelho, is that you brought it up. We haven't come back to it. We haven't talked about Beeps.
Yeah.
Beeps is great.
Beeps is fantastic.
Beeps is fantastic.
We're
Beeps
having
is,
a love affair with Beeps though right now.
We are.
It's
We're
the start of it all.
We're in the hot and heavy
Yeah.
relationship right here, where I can't say no to Beeps. But I have noticed, similar to the underdog situation, similar to like the Marnie Thai or whatever, ramen to an extent, is that the more we have it, the less I'm enjoying it. I'm not having fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was those first few times where it was like mind altering. I remember the first time I ordered them was when Troy Baker was on the episode, and we came back from that Telltale thing. It was the first time I ate them, and sat there and it was just like, this is fantastic. This is heaven.
was
This
great
is so
for us.
good.
I'm gonna
Now-
give it to Beeps. My vote goes to Beeps.
My
mean-
issue with Beeps is for the last 3 times that we've ordered it, I haven't ordered the right thing.
Well, the problem is they fuck it up all the time too. Now that's Postmates being stupid.
And they're a Pepsi place.
Yeah,
That's
that
shit.
sucks.
Also, there's no place to sit, which is unfortunate.
Huge problem.
So people going
we'll
to
never
Beeps,
go there, yeah.
Make sure you know it is like a Dairy Queen stand. Like you
Great
can't.
point.
You walk up, you order the thing, and then you either sit outside. In the
I
freezing
say
cold of
we
San
give it
Francisco,
to
or you take
Jenny's,
home.
guys.
No.
We haven't. I mean, we can. We're just laying everything out. We can come back and do votes
Yeah,
on
we're
these
gonna- we're
things.
gonna vote
We got
later.
time because we haven't picked anything on the other ones either, really, other than
Right.
Wing Wings. That was universal.
So Beeps is good, but it's not great for me for those 2 reasons.
Uh,
Pepsi, no, I'm sorry, can't have it.
The West Portal one that Colin loved.
Oh,
Boar's
Bullhead.
Head.
Anybody care?
Bull's Head, no.
Bull's Head, no.
I was
Bull's
not a
Head was
fan of
always
that.
too dry.
Yeah, it was way too
Yeah.
dry.
Good soup, though.
They had good wings too. I thought. You know, good fries.
also
It's a
had-
fine establishment. I wouldn't tell you. Here's the thing. I guess remember that I feel like you brought this up when you were talking about
Gordos.
yeah, burritos in general, of just like I think for when we come back to vote on these, this has to be a place that we would say, oh, you're in San Francisco, you gotta go to.
Right.
And so if you know,
But I feel like is anything on that list of burgers really one of those places, or should we just leave that off?
No, I think burgers should be on there. Burgers are great.
I mean,
If you're a burger
I feel like
connoisseur-
Beeps deserves that. Because it's fun. And at the very least, it's a cool place.
Right.
that's a good point. That's a really good point. When
I mean,
when we
if
get to closing arguments for voting, we can bring that up.
If you're gonna do that though, I would say like Gott's is better than Beeps, and it's a little bit.
Oh,
more,
Gott's Roadside Cafe
Gott's is really
down in the
fucking
Embarcadero Ferry Building.
yeah, it used to be Taylor's for
never
Fresh,
had it?
but they got
Mm.
sued, so now it's Gott's Roadside Cafe.
I lived across the street from there, and that was like the indulgence when I finally scraped enough money at IGN to eat out. Let's go to Gott's.
spent it all there.
Yeah, exactly, because it was a ferry building. But that was a really fucking good burger. Great
have-
cheese fries as well.
Yeah, they have a couple locations up in Napa. So whenever my wife and I want to just get out of the city, we'll just literally drive up there, get a burger, bum around for a little bit, and come back.
Gotcha.
I recommend that place. a lot.
Interesting. I'll never
legit.
forget Gotz's, because literally in the old apartment there, threw a party for the end of the finale of the next Great American Food Truck. It was one of those reality shows. You know how those once in a while a reality show would come along and just grab you, and you're like,
sure.
Yeah.
I'm fucking in. Yeah. And
I
like,
was hella into Top Chef for like
it
3
was
seasons.
watching this fucking food truck show of them bringing normal people who had ideas for food and then making it happen or whatever. It was like super fascinating. And so we got to the finale, and like 30 minutes before they were to go, maybe 15 before they were to go on air, fucking Obama interrupts or whatever, and about Osama bin Laden. That he had caught Osama bin Laden or whatever, and they had killed him and everything.
like, "No."
And they never came back. It was like an hour of just like nonstop coverage. It was like, oh, fuck. Had to look online, find out who won.
That sucks.
Sucks.
Sucks
Just
for
not
them,
a
but
good- not
it's
a good
great
thing.
that we got Osama.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
I feel like, damage is done, but
That worked out.
what, getting him?
got
And did we really get him? Why did we shoot the body
We
in the
made a
ocean?
whole movie about it. Why would they not?
Why would we shoot
would
the
they
body
not
in the
cast
ocean?
Jessica
They dropped
Chastain
it.
in a movie if we didn't do it?
I'm sorry, Kevin, you have an answer for me?
No, I was saying they dropped it. They didn't shoot it into the ocean.
I thought it was like Spock, where they just fucking torpedoed it, you know?
No.
They shot it in the
Didn't stop
ocean.
making
No, they were in a
Megatron.
helicopter and they're like, "Huh,
Why did they do that, though?
get rid of the waste.
That's weird. That's
They
a weird
threw his
thing.
Yeah,
body
it's
out.
weird.
I had,
into an ocean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know that?
They
Yeah.
never brought it back. That's why
They
people were like,
didn't
oh, they
bring
didn't really
it
do
back.
it.
I
was like,
thought they
"Oh,
brought it
that's
back in the movie. They brought it back to the thing, and she's like, "It's him." Remember?
I'm sure somebody, I'm sure it wasn't like SEAL Team 6 shot him and then picked up the body and just dropped it immediately.
I think that's what happened. I think that's
Really?
what they did, yeah.
No one verified?
On their way back, they're like, "Yep, that's him. Push him out. Take a drop of blood." No, fuck.
Ah, fuck. All right, let's move to pizza.
Pizza.
What have we been ordering from lately? Because I really like
Goat
that
Hill.
pizza place.
Goat Hill.
I was
Goat Hill's
gonna.
pretty good.
Goat Hill is my absolute vote.
I'll give a
'Cause,
shout out
man,
to
it's damn
Presidio
good.
Pizza as
I
well.
don't know what that is. What's
I like
Presidio
it.
Pizza?
It's just a cool little place up in on Divisadero. It's like Diviz and Pine, I think.
Sure.
I like it. It's fun.
Okay.
Cool place. You can go. They're open pretty late.
Back to it. maybe we're just spoiled now. Does Pachi's deserve a spot on this list anymore?
I think it does. I think it does because I think it's still like when my brother comes into town, he wants to go to Pachi's, and I go and I'm like, I enjoy Pachi's.
The thing about Pachi's that I stand by to this day, of course, is the fact that, I pushed really hard. It was Chicago style pizza. If you were following me back at IGN of the day, I was getting them delivered all the time. I was able to broker a deal between Pachi's to get no more extreme pizza and just get Pachi's, which still goes on to this day, and everybody hates it, I hear. Because it's IGN always fucks it up and doesn't order the thin crust. They just order fucking 30 Chicago style pizzas. Everybody's like, we gotta work all day. Don't give me this giant car. But that's the thing. So many people come here and never had Chicago style pizza.
Yeah.
Pachi's is the direct analog to Giordano's in Chicago, and I'm like, that if you haven't had Chicago style pizza, then I would say get that. But even their thin crust is good. The thing about Pachi's is you need to go there. That is, go there and sit in the establishment, have a drink, get it hot right out of the kitchen, right to you, do all these different things. That's the way to do it.
I'll give you that because for one, it takes forever to get the pizza because to cook the deep dish takes a long time. But when you get it, and they cut that first slice off for you.
The cheese comes up
and the cheese, and they like slice that thing off. And they put it on your plate, and oh man, it's not bad. The only thing about Pachi's that's disappointing is that it used to be better.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they first came over? I guess the way the story goes, and I could be completely getting this wrong. So, but this is what I remember.
I'm a Pachi's historian. I'll let you know.
I remember hearing this from one of the people that worked at Apache's because I asked them. I was like, I don't understand. Like, you guys changed something, your crust or the sauce. Something's different. It doesn't taste very good. Evidently, I guess there used to be another deep dish spot over in Oakland. The one person broke away from that, started Apache's, got sued because they used the original recipe for the sauce or the crust, something like that.
Yeah,
had to change it, and then all of a sudden the crust went from what I remember being like delectable to just kind of flat.
You're talking for Chicago or for regular thin crust?
It was across the board
because they did. If you remember. Trying to see. Sorry.
There was a point where
their thin crust used to be thick.
It used to be thick,
and then they one day we're moving away from that because when you refrigerate it and bring it out, it's just a frisbee. It's just a piece of cardboard, which was true.
It was bomb. I liked it.
That's what you like the most.
Yeah. Well,
and they moved to that 0-0 crust.
Yeah,
that's
like
super thin
crust.
Yeah.
I don't like the super thin crust because inevitably when you
try to pick it up and it flops down.
Either that or you get it delivered. It takes too long to get delivered, and it's just like it's like eating pizza stuff on top of a cracker. Yeah, it's cardboard. It's shit. So I used to love when they had that cornmeal thin crust.
I remember that. Yeah,
because it was fluffy and doughy when you got it, and then if it sat for a while, it'd be like a little bit like a hard bread, like a hard sourdough,
had a body
Italian,
to it.
But it had body to it. Yeah. And I guess maybe that was it. They couldn't do that anymore.
I never heard that wrinkle to the rumor. I remember them making a big deal out of getting the 0-0 crust.
Right. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
But again, that's all hearsay.
Sure.
So I don't know.
That was always the thing is that the Pachi's starts off, delivery's happening, delivery times are outrageous. You know what I mean? Like an hour and a half for a thin crust, 2.5 hours for a deep dish. You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then you'd call there and they'd be overworked. And then they moved to this call center bullshit, which was way worse. Then they went totally corporate with everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now it originally got chalked up to food poisoning that one weekend where I was like, oh, the Pachi's food poisoned me or whatever. Right. And then if you remember, 2 days later, Jen got the sick. And we're like, oh, it's just a stomach bug.
Right.
Bug. We all have this. It's no big deal. But Pachi's, I was really impressed with my last Pachi's experience delivery because I ordered it online, and online it was like, deep dish will be whatever, 50 minutes, thin crust 30. And I'm like, that's not a real Pachi's delivery time. And I did it. And what it was is they sent an Uber driver to me with it. And so I'm not sure if they've eliminated their delivery team and are just using Uber Eats.
Probably.
But that was smart. And it's what I was talking about where I complimented Postmates is the fact that it wasn't like it is when Pachi's used to deliver pizzas and there'd be 30 pizzas in a car. It was a guy coming straight to me, so it was nice and hot.
Yeah, I always was able to get around the delivery because Pachi's is 3 blocks away from my house. So I would call it in. Sometimes I just go there, like have a drink and just wait for the pizza to be made and just enjoy the sun.
Get away from D.
Yeah, get away from that
my
horrible
demands.
home life. Yeah. And she's like, you're here? Oh, great. Do whatever you want to do.
Any love for Escape from New York?
No.
Really?
I don't hate it. It's a good they do a good buffalo chicken pie. I'll give you that.
What about Irving Pizza?
Fuck, I burn that shit to the ground. Is that a serious conversation?
I've only had it once, and it was after Beta Breaker, so I don't remember.
See, and that's that. You just nailed Beta Breakers, of course, where you walk and drink for 7 hours.
Yeah.
That is when you eat Irving Street Pizza.
Irving Street Pizza
is Street Pizza is terrible.
Okay.
And you eat there, only when you're wasted.
It has a really bad aftertaste.
Right.
Every time I
Yeah,
meet
it
him, I was like,
sucks.
what the fuck?
I was just throwing it out there.
No,
I know
it's fine.
It's a
Sorry,
famous
we
pizza
didn't
joint.
mean to snap on
You
you.
guys really had negative reaction.
Yeah,
to
no,
that.
that-
It's just because it is that thing of like
It's a guttural reaction.
I had fallen for it when I first moved out there of being I ate there with Jose Sanchez after my first Beta Breakers blah blah, and it was like that's great, and then it was like let's order and then we ordered it sober and got it. It was like holy shit. The way you did it is what we always used to do when we first moved out to the Sunset Wood. We'd go out, me, Colin, and Mike Mitchell, and like Fran and Craig Baradon or whatever, go to Underdogs, have dinner, drink our fucking faces off, close Underdogs, then go across the street and get pizza there. And Colin would get mozzarella sticks. I would do that. Ryan Clements would get like a chicken parm every time or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we were young idiots or whatever. And then, but that was the only way to really eat that and not be like, oh, yeah.
I feel you. Okay. That's my reaction to extreme pizza. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah. I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Extreme
Yeah.
pieces.
So
That's still a thing.
there was a time at IGN where
Every time.
and we always were like, please stop ordering this fucking pizza because it took an hour or two to get the pizza to us. And extreme pizza, you're talking cardboard. It was like 5 pieces of cardboard that got to you. But we had free. It was like Pizza Fridays.
Yep.
Free lunch Fridays was pizza, and so you're like, it's free. But it's so fucking bad
Yeah,
it's a
that I
problem.
just
That was
and
the
then
thing when you knew
eat
there was
it,
trouble
you're
when we
like,
finally all started revolting.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, we're not going to eat
not
that. We're
eating
not
that
going to do
shit
that. We're going to do
anymore.
that.
So
Now,
funny.
Then they started ordering Pachis.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, and then I burned everybody out in it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was the I don't
But-
know. I don't know.
I'm not giving them a shout out or anything,
Sure.
but Extreme Pizza.
Yeah.
The problem with IGN was, of course, like I'm sure it is for any corporation, of can you send us 40 pizzas?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, sure. Like there's a quality to them.
Yeah.
I've broken down with Extreme Pizza years ago, not anytime recently, and wanted a buffalo chicken pie, which is not available everywhere. Pachi's doesn't do it. I don't understand why they hate money. And ordered that, and that one pizza made it's like, okay, good. This is fine. It's your Domino's,
fine.
whatever. Yeah. It's not like it's
better
like
than Domino's.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's a
okay.
step above,
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah. But I mean, here's the thing: San Francisco,
Not known for its pizza.
The legit San Francisco pizza experience, it's Señores. There's no question.
Mm.
That is the place that if you grew up here, you grew up going to Señores.
Sure.
Any of its locations, RIP to San Bruno.
I mean,
greatest
now they
location.
have another San Bruno one, which is bigger and better than the
It
original
is bigger
one.
and better. It's just that it's different.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
It
they
is
got
different.
way more desserts now.
But that's the thing
crazy.
is, I still
likes
stand by
desserts.
it. Like it is a San Francisco pizza place, and the way that Wing Wings, I'd say, is a San Francisco wing
Sure.
place. Like the murals there, the people that work there, the
people you'll see there.
the people you'll see there, the Señora's sauce.
This is where the
that they
guy
got.
came in all cracked
Yeah.
out or whatever, right?
Yeah, the Señora sauce, everything about
We
it.
ordered
It's-
Señoras for a stream once, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did, and that's the thing. I don't stand by the ordering it or any of that. I'm talking about you
But
go
see, I
there,
don't know, man.
you
I
order
feel
the
like-
slices of pizza that you want.
See, this is where we have to get into the weeds here because to me, a good pizza has to be deliverable. You can't. I've never
it's
in my
still
life.
good deliverable.
Sure, but I've never in my
It's
life been
fine.
like,
It's better than
let's
any of
go to
these.
the pizza.
It's
place
better
and eat
than
pizza.
any of these.
Goat Hill?
It's better than Goat Hill. It's better than Pachi's.
It's as good as Goat Hill. Goat Hill. I
Oh
like
my
Goat Hill.
God,
Hill's
get
better.
the
Goat
fuck
Hill's
outta
better.
here.
It's
Goat
not.
Hill is clearly better.
It's not.
Thank you, Kevin, for being
Yeah.
the voice of reason, not being one of these fucking
Although-
riding SF's dick all around here because you grew up here.
What's the point of this list?
That's fair.
I think
to
Goat
argue
Hill,
with each other and make a video, make recommendations.
Tim, Goat
I
Hill
liked-
is another quintessential San Francisco
SF place. That was the first before.
Like if you see, like you have you been to Goat Hill? Have you ever been to the actual?
The one in West
Yeah.
Portal? Yeah, I have.
It's the
all
exact
the time.
same. It's the
I've been to
exact
the-
same
No,
thing.
it's similar,
with
but-
like a hippie vibe to it. Is the only
It's
difference.
hippie though. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
That's
It's
SF.
different.
It's some
slightly-
Berkeley shit though. Goat Hill's some Berkeley shit.
Yeah,
we don't fuck
dude.
with that Berkeley
Is
shit.
Fat Slice still a thing?
No.
What the fuck is Fat Slice?
Berkeley pizza place that was fucking
That
phenomenal.
sounds amazing. Let's go tonight.
No, they're not a place
Um,
anymore.
Oh, I know this is where it is. Definitively San Francisco and all that stuff. What about like Tony's and all the stuff over in the marine?
Which one's Tony's?
Well, like Tony's Slice House is now across the street from IGN, but they have a location in the Italian district. That name is escaping me for some reason.
Oh,
North
that's the
Beach.
Slice House sucks. The one across the street from IGN.
Yeah,
I've had
it's-
pizza there. It's fine.
I didn't like
I'm
it.
just throwing. I'm just vetting things.
haven't-
What about
I
at
haven't seen
it. I feel
Pizzeria
like-
Delfina or
So
whatever?
but this
I don't know what that is.
So Delfina's probably some of the best artisanal pizza you're gonna get. But the problem is, are we talking artisanal yet? Because if we're talking artisanal, then I
We're
would
just
put-
talking, man.
If you want to go a little higher end, by higher end I mean you're gonna spend probably 4 times as much on a pizza than you would any of these other places, and it's gonna be like this big. The pizzas at Delfina are amazing. They're really, really good. They have a great prosciutto pie that's like,
Prosciutto?
yeah, it gets you. But it's
Shit.
also one of those where you get it and it's like
You can crush it.
very much flatbread. You're gonna eat the whole thing and you're gonna be like, okay, I don't have that fullness effect that I'm used to after
Yeah.
pizza. where
I
I'm
don't
like,
want to
effect.
die.
I really should not have another piece. Like in this, you're like, okay, I finished. That was good, and the warm olives were good as well. Like, and so was the arugula. Like. Salad that was like had a sprig of fresh sharp Parmesan on it. And that's what you're gonna get here. I'll give a shout out to De La Rosa, which is you and I had dinner there with my brother.
The place was good.
And
Yeah.
Chris, and they were back. Here's why I like this place. It's good. It's smaller plates and pizza, so you can go there and get and share a lot of stuff, kind of family style. Very European influence, but what's cool about it is every day it's open till like 2:00 in the morning. And so you can go there. I've been there after we had gigs, or Matt would come in to like load stuff in. We'd meet up at like 11 o'clock and stay there till like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning on like a Tuesday. And people are like writing or doing work, answering emails and things. People are having cocktails still. It's a really, really cool
And the food's
vibe
good.
there. And the
Like,
food's
really
really good. Very good.
There's a whole
Good
bunch of it.
meatballs. Good broccolini.
Oh, I like a good
Broccoli.
broccolini.
Good
I don't know how you guys are gonna react to this, but it's
Negatively.
gone now. So
You
it
say
doesn't-
round table?
No.
Fuck, I love
So
Round
it's
Table.
gone now. But round table's great.
Roundtable's great.
It's gone now, so it doesn't count. But I feel like the most San Francisco pizza place is Blondie's,
Oh yeah.
right in the heart
okay.
of downtown.
You're right, but
so good.
Oh,
sucked.
No, it was
talk-
great.
The one by
They're
Powell,
so
right in front of
awesome.
the
Yeah.
cable car.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
place was
right next to
garbage.
Amoeba.
Garbage.
No,
Terrible.
But you're right.
My man.
There is
My
no
man.
more San Francisco pizza than Blondie's.
Yeah.
But oh god, that place was disgusting.
Why Twitter forced it out
And
of
it-
business like everything else.
It went down for not being up to code because it was fucking nasty.
Well, it explains it.
That is San Francisco for you.
What else do we have on the list? I feel like we haven't done sushi yet, by the way.
I have seafood ramen. Do you want me to add sushi in here as well?
I don't know. Do you guys have preferences on sushi places?
No.
I would give a shout out to Kuche. Is that
Kukje?
where's that?
Kukje? You talking about Kukje?
is it Kuche?
Yeah, their sushi's not good though.
But I like
They're a little bento box.
their bento box is the best bento box I've
What,
had.
this is not that place by the Daly City Theater, is it?
It's not that place.
Okay.
It's further down.
It's close to that.
Yeah.
It's a Korean.
We should go. Their lunch
supermarket.
special is like $11 and really, really awesome.
What's up?
I
hear-
have
you hear
one that I'm
voices?
trying to. There it is.
Oh, Kuche's dope. I like that. It's a Korean supermarket with a Japanese restaurant on the inside.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's
As
good.
far as sushi goes, my favorite spot is Kome, which is right underneath the movie theater, like right below it
Which movie theater? Oh,
by my house.
that's what
Oh,
we were
okay.
talking about.
Yeah,
But I feel like
that's not what
Here's the thing.
venturing
Would you
out because that's
send
Daly
people there to
City.
Daly
No.
City?
I mean,
They're here for Kind of Funny Live. I'm not even.
no,
this
no,
isn't.
no.
Okay.
I'm thinking because
Here's
the fireman roll there.
yeah. The
Best
ones I
sushi
would
roll
want
I've
to put
ever
out
had.
on the list, right? In one of them is Ebisu, which is in the Sunset, so I like it. But I do know other people who don't live there come to the Sunset for Ebisu.
Interesting.
But even
Which
do
one's that?
That's the one. It's right around the corner from Pachi's on 9th. It's right there at the top of 9th, across from that
yeah,
ice cream
yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah.
It's a good place. But here's ones I'll throw out there that I think might be a better. I'm here and I'm visiting. Let's go somewhere cool. I would toss out Blowfish, sushi to die for, which is what.
Interesting.
You've been there, right?
I've heard of it. I've never been there.
Okay.
Is that a chain?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Because they have one down in San Jose.
Oh, really?
I remember the logo. It's a little blowfish that's like looks angry. Not angry, but like he's got a lot of emotion.
Discontent. Hold on, let me check for you. Blowfish, sushi. It's coming up. Sushi to die for. Okay, there's SF and San Jose.
Okay.
So I
It
know
counts.
it counts.
I've never
Okay,
been
good.
before. Where is it in SF?
Oh, that's the other one. SF info. I can't remember because I used to go there with Damo when I first moved here. The mission.
Bryant. Okay. the
Look at
mission.
the little logo.
Yeah, right. Throw up on the TV there so people see.
They can't see it, it's too
It's a cool place to go sit down in. It's hip and young and happening. There's good sushi there. It's like one of those like cool. We're in a good sushi place, right? Or a fine sushi place. It's not like you're getting fancy, right? Then I would put out Yoshi's.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Yoshi's Sushi over in right in Japantown, like just south of it. It's a jazz bar too. I went there once. It's like I'm putting on a shirt and tie or a collared shirt. Or
Yoshi's
whatever.
is a dope
I think that
place.
Yeah.
might be closed now.
No.
Yeah, I think they closed the Japan location of Yoshi's
The
No.
Fillmore one?
in the Jazz District.
Yeah.
I think it might be closed.
What?
I could be wrong.
Oh man, it's only popping up for Embarcadero.
The one in
I
Oakland.
should have gone more.
I could be wrong.
Cisco just did a show there.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he said that, I didn't think he meant this Yoshi's because I knew about the downtown one. But yeah, it looks like you're right. Another good one. Then I'll shout out for the similar thing of dressing up a little bit. It was right across the street from where I used to live. I'll get back to you on that one.
There's a sushi place we all used to go to in downtown that was across from it was by that Jones restaurant or that Jones bar, like 320 Jones. you had to go down. It was one of those like traditional where you'd go down the steps, and it was cool. And I fucking can't remember what it's called. It's not good sushi, but it's a fun vibe.
Yeah. Another shout I want to give to just fun vibe sushi is the place on 9th and Irving. The
Crooked Door place.
The Crooked Door place.
Oh,
It's
Kiki's.
like Kiki's. It's like Miyazaki themed. So like there's just like a bunch of paintings, like Totoro paintings, or
I love that.
or Kiki's delivery service and all that stuff. It's cool. It's a fun place. Not really good sushi though.
But it's really cheap.
Super
and
cheap. It is like the cheapest sushi you'll ever have. And it's fine.
The one I was thinking about for getting dressed up and spending some money, but it's on the Embarcadero, is Ozumo. Over there, Spear, Howard and Spear.
So the thing is though, I don't think that
Stewart,
there's a
Howard
sushi
Stewart.
place that's like this
Exactly.
San Francisco sushi place. Like ramen, definitely.
Yeah.
Ramen's the thing people fight over.
Yeah.
In SF.
I mean, there's one clear
Or at
winner
least
for
in the
ramen.
Bay Area.
You know,
I'm a big fan. There's a place called Sushi Hana, which is it's not upscale in the least. It's right by the AMC theaters. It's actually really close to where Kind of Funny Live 3 is happening.
We went there.
We went
with
there.
Lewis.
We went there with Lou.
That place was good.
I like it. It's just really good, very inexpensive, like good service. No, they don't fuck around. They just get it to you as fast as possible. Good, clean sushi. I like that place. So shout out to that. It's on Van Ness.
none of that dirty sushi.
None of that dirty stuff.
Well, you know what I mean? Like the other day, I went to an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. I'm like,
Why would
this
you do
shit
that?
tastes like rubber.
Yeah,
would
no,
you do
no,
This is
that?
fucking
not
terrible
good.
because that's what happens when you hang out with 23-year-olds.
Now,
No, you should have said no to that party. Like
Well,
I know.
Now
it's his
here's an
birthday, but
interesting
who
one that
cares?
I know, I'm wrong.
is contradictory to what Nick just said in a way, and stick with me because I think I know how you feel about this. Blue Sea Sushi over in the mall sucks
It's gone.
Closed.
because it was terrible.
Yeah.
For the record, if you're going to PAX Prime, PAX West, there's a Blue Sea right in front of it. Always been great.
We spent a lot of money there last time.
We did. Kevin and I went there and ate quite a few pieces of sushi. I didn't realize they closed Blue. That did not last long.
That place sucked.
I mean, it makes sense. Number one, because I went there, and I was like, "Oh man, I love this in Seattle." And I went there, I was like, "This is terrible." And also, it's San Francisco. I can turn around, and throw a rock, and hit a place that's great for sushi. Whatever. What about seafood? Where does anybody want to come down on this one?
That's all you.
Okay.
By seafood, do you just mean specifically oysters?
Yes, no. Like, I mean, I'm not the big. That's where I'm coming from at it. But I like Water Bar. I'm putting out there, but that's a super fancy spot. You want to go. You want to get
Water
dressed
bar.
up.
Well, I think Date
great
Spot
fucking
is a
steaks.
different.
That's a good point. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
I gotta pee.
Go for it.
Nick's got it.
Date Spot, I'm throwing out Forbes Island. I think that's the
100%.
ultimate answer.
I'm putting that behind.
So should I eliminate water, seafood, and put in date spot?
I mean, it's up to you.
Do you have seafood things you're gonna push for? Then let's we'll do date
Well,
spots.
like clam chowder, and like then there's not one specific place. It's just that little section that you walk by the pier. You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about Fisherman's Wharf?
Yeah. No, I mean it's past Fisherman's Wharf.
like near Ghirardelli? and
yeah,
all that
it's just
stuff.
it's like it's this side of like this turn on a street.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's just a bunch of like vendors.
Yep. And you can go into the restaurants behind them, or you
Sure,
can just walk
yeah.
by and get stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
If you want clam chowder,
That's where you get.
I don't go to. I mean, Fisherman's Wharf is super touristy and whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Don't go to Bubblegum Shrimp. Walk along and you will see vendors who are just serving you the bread bowl. or
and
whatever.
it's fantastic.
And that Bowden place ain't bad either. The bread, the
Boudin?
Oh, yeah,
Boudin.
Boudin.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's like the fast food version. Which
I know,
honestly,
I know.
I don't think there's that big of a difference between getting it in the mall or getting it down at the pier. The pier, you avoid all the trouble and stuff. Like it's still you're getting the bread bowl, clam chowder, and it's,
Sure.
I personally think it tastes very similar. Because I mean, it's not like the clam chowder is fucking great. You know, it's more the experience. Of it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, look at me. I'm eating the bowl.
Yeah, I
Whoa.
love eating the bowl. It's good.
All right,
Put
so
some
date spot.
Tabasco
I'm
in
putting
there.
out Water Bar for sure. Water Bar is great. You put in Forbes Island.
Forbes Island.
Explain Forbes Island, because Water Bar, for the record, is just a seafood place on the bay right there, right by the Bay Bridge. It's right there. Same thing
It's
too. Epic Steaks right there.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, SF has a lot of great places,
Fancy-ass
like
places,
fancy ass
yeah.
places. But I like Forbes Island because it's an experience. It's
Hell of an
it's
experience.
towards Pier 39, so you get to be in the touristy area, but you avoid the touristy, like dense areas of it, and you kind of take this little boat to get to this island that has a lighthouse on it. You can take pictures, and it has
It's a boat,
good
actually.
food.
It is a boat. Yeah.
It has
It's
a very fun.
It's
it's like a
very
Disneyland ride.
It's very expensive, but it is a very cool experience. Like if you can do it, like what you should do is not like go to Pier 39, walk around and be like, oh, this is a touristy thing. End your night by going on
Yep.
Forbes Island, little boat, getting there, go all the way to top of the lighthouse, take some pictures, go down, get a seat.
Now here's the one thing I'll tell you from experience.
Don't be seasick.
From experience.
Huh?
Ask your date if they get seasick,
Yeah.
if that's the thing that happens.
Fun.
Because I told Jen about it. It's this island. We take a little boat to get it. Blah, blah. She's like, great, great, great. I left out the fact that it's not really an island. It's a boat that's
Yep.
like submersed. Or It's a submerged boat or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you, because it's a floating structure.
It looks like a submarine.
Exactly.
If you think
but when
about
we
it.
got on there and we got in there, we walked in, we sat down. As soon as we sat down, she's like, we're moving. And I'm like, well, yeah, we're rocking with the waves. And she's like, I don't think I can do this. I was like, okay, like take your time. Like, let me know. And then she's like, okay, now we got to go. We just got up and left immediately. Never
Fun
ordered.
fact, if you have someone that's seasick, that gets seasick, like Paula's sister does, you can just ask them and they'll give you Dramamine or something. I don't know, some pill that like makes it go
Ecstasy. Think of
away.
that stupid thing where they put the patch behind your neck. Remember those things? You guys ever go on a
I
cruise?
remember I never did.
They're like little, they're patches that just, it's the same thing as Dramamine, but it just releases it into your skin slowly over the span of like
nicotine.
5 days. Exactly.
Like LSD.
Ryoko's is the sushi place that I was thinking of. You ever been there? Bad sushi, but it's a fun vibe.
Okay.
Um,
What about date spots you got?
date spots? How high end are we going here?
I mean, water bars on there. Forbes Island. I gave a shout out to Epic Steak because of the view of the bridge.
Epic Steak's great. Obviously, as far as steakhouse go, Alexander Steak is amazing.
Alexander's.
Well,
is my
I think that
favorite
should be
steak.
its own section. That's just the
Steakhouses?
baller section.
Oh, you
want
want
to go somewhere and spend lots of money on really
see
good
now,
food?
I mean, I think that's
That's
what
just
water
the-
bar
that's
is
just
going to
the
be,
steakhouse
right?
section.
Water bar is the same thing. Like you go there, you're going to drop. You're going to
But
drop
I
a
think,
lot.
see, it's
I think
different, though. Like,
Alexander's
I
is
don't
on
think
another
Alexander's
level.
is a good date spot.
It's
Yeah.
that's not a good date spot.
Yeah.
That's we're doing a power dinner spot.
The
That's
ballers.
we're celebrating
You know?
something dope as men. Let's have
Putting balling out.
Japanese whiskey.
Alexander's.
Have you been to that Scotch bar?
Scotch bar.
I
Where?
feel like it's in the Mission. Maybe it's like a Scotch. It's a Japanese restaurant that's also a Scotch bar.
I don't think so.
Tyree used to love that. I forget what it's called.
Should Epic Steak go to date spots or balling out?
Well, I think Epic
That's
Steak's
a date spot. 'cause
I think
you got
that's a date spot.
You've got
Yeah, you got the view of the bridge, right?
I mean, it's a steakhouse. You're going to spend probably $50 per person at least, but
Okay.
you can get out of there without having to spend a ton of money. Whereas I feel like Alexander, like everything's
Everything.
going to be expensive.
Okay.
But I think they're comparable. I don't know.
Well, I agree they're comparable, but I think Alexander's there's no view.
Yeah.
It's a nice steakhouse.
Right.
I mean, like you know what I mean, like.
I'll put Epic on date, but put like $4 signs by it, just so people know what's up.
I'll put $3 signs next to water bar.
Really, anything on that Embarcadero is going to be a great date spot. Like
And
anything on the ferry boat.
And
is
here's the
great.
thing where I'm torn again of because I have down here categories I still want to get to are just bar, cocktail bar, coffee. Now I feel like here's the thing, cocktail bar and date spot. I'm having crossover with hard water. Hard water. Of course, the bourbon bar Colin and I talked about forever ago, he lost interest in it because they switched over to being primarily seafood. And I think that's still awesome. They still have great fried chicken, both hot and regular. I can make a case for it being either the cocktail bar or the date spot. Jen and I's first date was there. You know what I mean? And if you have somebody who likes fried chicken, usually hard water is like, for me, right towards the top of the list of like when the first time Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey ever came to visit, right? And they were doing up at noon or whatever they were doing. I forget. If we were just meeting up, I was like, let's go there. Like let's go somewhere cool. It's on the Embarcadero. Fucking great drinks, good food too, like good oysters and good fried chicken. There's all this different stuff there.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of nebulous on what you want. If you want to just go there and get old fashions the way Eric Castro would make them, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you want to go there and eat a lot of fucking fried chicken like I do often, you go do that too.
I always thought that place was a little overrated. I think it's really good.
Sure. For
But-
the record, I don't think you're wrong. Hard Water is always that place. Hard Water is a lot like Social Kitchen and Brewery to me in this way. Of Social Kitchen and Brewery is a brew pub. They make all their own beer or whatever down in the Sunset. I love the place, but want to love it more. And so when I go there and the service is terrible, I'm like, well, this is just what Social is. And like I eventually do I don't go full Nick about it, but I'm just like, yeah, excuse me, I'm not trying to pay. Like, can somebody, do you want another drink? I'm like, yeah, I would have 20 minutes ago. You never came back. You know what I mean?
Take full offense at what you just said.
Hard Water is the same way. If you're not sitting at the bar, if you're on the sides of because it's just
Yeah.
got bars. If you're off to the walls, you're totally fending for yourself, and you will have to flag somebody down and do
Yeah.
stuff.
That's simultaneously why I like and dislike that place because it's very quaint, it's kitschy.
Yeah.
You do feel like it's in a beautiful area. But you do feel like it's almost they need more space. That it's not a real restaurant.
You need more people. I feel.
Well, I feel like it's just an odd smattering of stuff that's all good. But when I go there, I'm like, this gives me a little anxiety because I feel like there should be a back room where they're actually seating people. Like this feels like the bar area of a bigger restaurant. Having said that, the food's phenomenal, and I think if you're looking for, it's definitely a San Francisco style restaurant where you're like, there should be some tables here and some more servers here and other service. But
all right, I think we've talked it out of. I think
I'll give it
Hard
to
Water being on either date spot or cocktail place.
Okay.
Because here's what I'd like to propose, and Kevin Coelho, you're going to be get on your camera because this is one for you to chime in. This is a cocktail bar that I think is a great prelude to a date spot. And I know this because I take Kevin on dates there all the time.
I was gonna say that. I was like, I want to bring this place up.
Benjamin Cooper.
Yep.
Benjamin Cooper is a new cocktail bar that only does oysters. They're just a cocktail bar. I think as good as Hard Water and like you know, like on
good
par with like
cocktails,
Polite
yeah.
Provisions. You know what I mean? Down in San Diego, Eric's bar. And then they always do oysters, and sometimes they have guest chefs come in and cook other things. But this is the opposite of Hard Water, where it gets crowded. And it can be hard to get not hard, but you might be waiting a little longer than you want. But they are attentive, they are apologetic, they will be by to get you. So I think, I'm gonna put that as a cocktail bar, and not because I'm not a date. This could be part of a date, but I don't think you ever go there and say, you know what, I'm only gonna eat here tonight and get this done.
No. It would definitely be the way to start.
I'm gonna be rude and
I
look
want
at
to
my
go
phone
there. I want to try that sometime.
because there's another one
You
too.
should come, dude. It's awesome. I actually want to go back sometime soon. It's been too long.
So when it comes to bars, there's three that to me are the standouts in San Francisco, and they're all very different.
Yeah.
One of them, Local Edition.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I
Local
really
Edition is
like
cool.
that place for the aesthetic and for the vibe.
Is it the place on Market where you go downstairs?
You go downstairs,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
you know what?
typewriters
Local
all
Edition
around.
loses a lot of points because you go, hey, can I get an old fashioned? And they're like, no. Right? Isn't that the place with the what are you feeling right now?
No, that's
No.
Rick
Oh.
House. I feel like that's. I think
I
you're
don't
thinking
think
Rick
that-
House,
no,
or you're
Rick
thinking
House is like a
you
real
can-
bar.
Rick House is a bar, yeah.
I thought local.
Rick House is a full-on bar.
Local Edition.
Local
is the
Edition's
one-
a bar.
You can get old fashions for sure.
What are you thinking?
No, Local Edition has its own
There's like a newspaper thing that has a bunch of menus as
but
well.
old fashioned isn't one of them. They're like, you can get the Sazerac. The Sazerac's pretty close. Like, well, it's not.
Not what I want though, ass.
I don't know. I mean,
The
you can
old-fashioned.
definitely get
Never
old
tried
fashioned.
to order old-fashioned
But
there.
my problem with Local Edition is that it gets way too. The bar situation's not set up nice, so it takes you way too long to get a drink, and you have to reserve seating, or else you're fucked. If you get reserved seating there, you're gonna have a great time. Otherwise, you're just gonna be standing uncomfortably for a long time. But I think that the atmosphere of that place is unrivaled in that it's a very cool place. But there's two other bars I want to give a shout out to. One is just the SF bar, not cocktail, just
That- I have bar.
just going for bar.
Yeah.
I want to say El Rio in the Mission.
El
It is.
Rio.
It's to me, it's the equivalent of what we're talking about with the burritos of El Farolito being this is a San Francisco burrito. El Rio, it is a San Francisco bar. It is you're in there. It's in the Mission, so you're getting that full experience where it's just hella people packed in. The service is great. There's a shit ton of bartenders. They're very attentive. Cash only. That's a problem, but that's the Mission.
Right. Welcome to the mission.
But in the back, there's this giant outside area where everyone goes. And it's the type of place where anytime you go there, if you've lived here for more than like 2 years, you're going to see somebody that you know there. And I think that's what's special about it.
See, that reminds me of Zeitgeist. That's
Yes.
the place that I always think of.
Oh,
When I
I
think
hate
of the
Zeitgeist.
San Francisco bar, I'm like, that's
And that's because
so
we grew up
fucking
there.
Zeitgeist.
When we got here, we were going there all the
Everyone went to
time.
Zeitgeist
And there's a lot
constantly.
of shit talked about Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist sucks.
Zeitgeist is, but here, stick with me, all right? I don't think Zeitgeist sucks. I've always enjoyed my time at Zeitgeist. I've always been treated fairly at Zeitgeist because it is when people want to shit talk. It's the hipster place. Everybody rides their bikes there. They hang them. There's people with tattoos and like they're being gruff to be gruff or whatever. But it is an awesome experience on a nice San Francisco day to go there, walk out into that giant back patio that's all open air, the freeway above you, all these picnic tables, and sit there and just drink. Don't get me wrong, it's not like a nice bar, it's a dive bar. And then it's like, we went there all the time. But for a long time, when people came to visit their first time, that's what I put on the list of like, we're going to Zeitgeist because this is San Francisco.
Also,
I mean,
it was
it's a great thing for like big groups to meet up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that should definitely be on.
Again, it's one of those places like maybe you're not gonna spend the whole night there, but if it's a nice day and you're starting drinking at like 4 or 3, and the sun's still out, and you guys, you've been somewhere else, you go to there for, they used to have the tamales lady would go around.
Tamale lady did
but
come
I
through
think they ended that.
She
from what I hear.
finally did she finally get a shop, I think?
I don't
Didn't that
know,
happen
but it
or
was
something?
phenomenal. Like she would just come with this giant bucket of tamales. You'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm really drunk, and a tamale
Yep.
sounds fucking amazing right now.
Exactly.
And then you get 3 of them. And you're like, I was right. These are amazing. I'll give a shout out to my favorite dive bar on the planet, which is CC's. Now, I don't think you guys have been here.
I was
yet.
going to say
I
that.
have been to CC.
CC's is a place where if you just want to go play a game of pool and listen to nothing but Bon Jovi, that's CC's. It is a shitty little dive
You
bar.
cannot recommend this place.
I recommend it. I can't recommend it enough, is what you meant to say.
No, it is seriously just like it's so generic. There's just no one there, which is cool. But I mean, it's just
This is a
the
place
drinks
if you want. Oh, the drinks are terrible. This is a place if you want to
Is
just
this
go
right by
get a
your
drink
house?
with like 5 of your friends and not be bothered and not have it be loud and not have there be like douchebag marina guys or douchebag hipster guys. Like you go to CC's,
Yeah.
because no one knows it's there and that's how they want to keep it.
Is it just like a pool table in the far, like
It looks like
It
my,
looks
my
like
parents'
actually
house
this
from
right here.
1984.
this entrance right here has the same shape, right? There's a bar right here on this left side. There's 2 really shitty couches
Yeah.
and a pool table. Yeah, we
Yep.
went there recently.
Yeah,
It looks like a broke down ass hotel.
It
Yeah,
looks like no.
it
It looks
does.
like everyone's house growing up in the 80s, because it's all like bad shit wood paneling, like old CRT TVs that
Yeah.
are like playing like
You're
fucking the like lacrosse championship from 1993. It's very weird.
A bar that I've never not enjoyed being at that is a little more upscale, but it's not a cocktail bar, but it has a nice, like you can bring a big group, is that
Pump.
Jones.
Oh, not 420 Jones.
I think that's what it is.
220
I think it is
Jones?
420 Jones.
420 Jones sounds right.
It's the
520
address of
Jones?
it. Something 20
Jones.
Jones.
It's cool because
cool.
it's
It's a
like
nice
it's
outdoor place.
a rooftop bar, but there's 2 bars there.
Yeah.
620 Jones.
620 Jones.
Well, San Francisco 420.
It's a cool place. I
No,
like
620
it.
Jones is a nice place. Yeah, I do agree with that one. For the bar, I want to call it Richmond Richmond Draft House here. It's gonna be really hard to unlearn that.
The food there is really good.
The beer, my thing that I like, it's good bar food.
All right.
You shook your head back and forth. I
don't know.
I would never be like, man, that's great, but I crave the poutine and the wings all the time.
No, you know what? I'm thinking about. Wait, that's the Bear Republic one.
No.
Which
Richmond Draft House is the one we go to with all the wood paneling. It's got a million beers. It's where Jen flirted with me the first time when you were sitting with me.
Oh, okay,
The
yeah,
wings,
no,
the-
yeah,
the
I love
poutine.
the poutine.
The
with,
food's
like,
good. It's
the
good
poutine
bar
with
food.
The steak
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Real good. Oh, and the chimichurri fries or
Yeah.
something like that.
See, and it's that's the thing is it's good bar
think about
food.
those
That's
fries.
that's the thing is like I'm talking about it just being a bar. I want to go there. There's like whatever 60 beers or whatever the hell it is, 30 beers. They have a million different
I
beers.
don't like
They-
that they're always changing them.
I do because then you
That
get
bothers
that's
me.
why I'm encouraged to go more because I want
Yeah.
to see what's on tap and what they're doing or whatever. I would give a shout at that. But again, that might be one where I was if somebody was like I'm super into beer. I might be actually you should go there and because they're gonna have a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas like socially gonna shitty service. 21st Amendment's great, but the food is just like fine.
Generic as
Yeah,
hell.
it's generic. That's a great way to put it.
I have a honorable mention and then like one that I want to throw in there.
Sure.
The honorable mention is by Zeitgeist, like further down. There is
Going
a place,
back towards Bart or going up towards Market?
going back towards Bart.
Okay.
There's a place that it's a bar, but they have tater tots. They have lots and lots of tater tots. You remember what I'm talking
On
about?
Mission?
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem.
Oh, that's over on Valencia though, isn't it?
That
It's on Valencia. That's what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Teeth
Yep.
is on Valencia,
All right.
and that's great.
that is
So
another.
good.
That's a San Francisco
Sure.
ass bar because
And
that's
it's
that's a
dope.
Mission place
Yeah.
and it's a cool place and they got their tater tots. There.
I've
They
never
also
been-
have good bar wings. Not again, I wouldn't say the best wings in San Francisco, but good bar wings. The tater tots, they do that. What do they call them? Tachos, where they are tater tot
Yeah.
nachos.
Yeah.
And they're another group that they do brunch like everybody else, and they have the outdoors. Me, Goldfarb, and Marty end up there for brunch quite a while. Obviously,
that place is dope.
Marty more than me because Marty just lives at every bar in
And
America.
then
that's true.
the experience I want to recommend, if you want to go to bars in San Francisco, just go look up bars in Post Street. See where the
Polk.
first Polk Street.
Polk Street.
See where
Polk.
see where the first one starts. See where the last
Ah.
one starts, and just walk down that.
Sure.
That's like the
that
college
Polk,
San Francisco thing.
Yeah, Polk has a bunch of interesting ones. Soda
Yeah. They
Popinski's,
got-
which has the NES in the back that you can play and do all that stuff.
They got
For the
one
bars,
that's just
Polk
playing
bars,
porn.
so that was in the text. Did you guys talk about Hemlock yet?
No.
Hemlock
Hemlock.
Tavern's hilarious. It is the most hipster place you'll ever see. Everyone's drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon. There's a fucking there's a bar, and then if you go up a flight of stairs, there's a fucking like live concert venue for like I don't know how many people are there. So people are just like every time the door opens, it's fucking super loud, and then it shuts. And it's like all right, it's cool.
I've never even heard of
Yeah,
it.
I like that place.
All right, we've got a lot of bars
Our
down
bars
here.
are the bomb as well.
Oh, you want me to put our bar on there too?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I haven't been there yet.
Cocktail bars. We already said Benjamin Cooper's a good one. Hard Water, I've disqualified. I do like it. I think it's cool, but there's a lot of problems, so I wouldn't recommend you
Local
have to go
edition
there.
is
Is that okay?
That's a cocktail one.
There's local edition. There's
Rick House.
Again, I think local edition it's told you need to know what you're getting in. Again, if you get reservations, you're sold. Otherwise, do not go.
Rick House is a similar thing. Rick House is an awesome, cool bar spot. I hate going to Rick House because we always end up there too late, and so it's fucking packed. Everybody's slammed in there.
So here's the thing. I have an answer to this.
Okay.
You're right. Rick House is fucking dope. Probably, I would say, my favorite bar in San Francisco.
Okay.
When it's empty.
Yeah, it's
but
my
it
least
never
favorite.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a new bar called The Forgery.
Oh, you were mentioning
I'm
talking
gonna
about
try
this.
and
Yeah,
have you come. Kevin went there with me a couple weeks ago. I love it. It is Rick House 2.0.
Yeah.
The drinks are just as good. There is no one there.
Gotcha.
And there's this upstairs area that you can just lock down and your whole group's there. It is a cocktail bar. The service
We've
is
all
fantastic.
been to the forgery before.
I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
So
It was the where they had the Xbox event.
the Deus Ex event.
No,
Hitman
it was
event.
Hitman event.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it either, but
Okay.
that bar,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, so the bar we went to afterwards, where we hung out, and I bought the guy from Life is Strange
Michelle,
Lego
yeah.
Dimensions. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I think that place is great because honestly, it's all the good things about these places we love, like Rick House and Local Edition and all that, but minus any of the people. It's you can actually hang out. It's not too hot.
Gotcha.
And then, like you can get there even up to like 10:30 or 11, and you can walk up to the bar and order a drink and get it instantly. It's awesome.
And the final category I have, we can figure out if we've missed anything, is coffee. But coffee, I feel like might not be worth doing because I really feel like
Phil's.
Oh yeah.
Phil's at this point, Phil's is it's so overdone, but I think that's just because we've been here and had
Yeah,
so
Phil's
much.
is kind of ubiquitous as far as like San Francisco coffee is
I
concerned.
feel like Phil's is really hard to get to. Well, I guess they're
There's a
opening
million
up
of them
a bunch
now,
of them.
dude.
Yeah.
Blue
I've
Bottle,
never. Yeah, my thing with Phil's is
Yeah,
I've
Blue
had
Bottle.
Phil's. I've just never been impressed with it. I think it's fine.
The mint mojito is the dopeness. At
No,
Phil's.
the iced mocha is delicious.
All right,
Sweet and
I
creamy.
agree.
They're known for the mint mojito, so
I agree with Nick that Blue Bottle. I like Blue Bottle quite a bit.
Blue Bottle sucks. Blue Bottle,
But
is, dude, that's hoity-toity.
I
shit.
also I'm a hoity-toity coffee guy. That's the thing.
so is
That's-
Phil's.
Are you?
Phil's is a
it's
hoity-toity
not.
as fuck.
No,
Like
no, no.
everything's
Phil's-
pour over and shit. And it's like, I'm sorry, you have to wait 15 minutes for this hot
Phil's?
water to like drip through.
You're talking about Blue Bottle.
No, Blue Bottle's not drip, is it? No,
Yeah.
Blue Bottle's
Yeah,
like.
no, Blue Bottle's is drip.
I think Phil's is drip also though.
No, Phil's has a bunch of different options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil's is pour over.
Pour over,
but
it's-
they're doing like 6 at a time. They
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
like
but it's
3
still-
stations. They're
That
quick.
shit goes
It's
quick.
still a
man.
I've never have
Phil's,
to
you
wait
get-
too long for
Yeah,
Phil's.
you get Phil's so quickly.
My argument with the coffee in San Francisco is just the fact that I feel like every hole in the wall place that I see and go
Yeah,
into, I'm like, oh,
that's
this is
good
great.
coffee.
This is really good. I just avoid Starbucks.
Do we have a ramen?
Oh, we skipped over that. I'm sorry.
'Cause we should
we did
definitely-
add it, of course.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, yeah, for Sawai ramen. I mean, is there? That's out in the sunset, so it's ways away from anything. Would be a Kind of Funny Live. Down by Kind of Funny Live, right across actually from Benjamin Cooper is Katanaya.
been
Katanaya
there.
is awesome, fantastic. But the problem with Katanaya is it is a hole in the wall. It's like half this room in
Yep.
terms of this, and you just come
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
So it is like if you're gonna go there with a party, you're gonna stand outside and be on a list. But that does happen at Sawai too.
There was
Ramen's like burritos. No one will ever come to a consensus. There's Ramen Dojo. There's Ramen Underground.
Ramen Underground.
That's
Used to be
my
the
favorite.
spot.
That shit's
I've
good.
had
Really?
Ramen Underground. It's good.
Over
Yeah.
the one on our spot we love.
Yeah, the one near Greg's good. It's good.
Oh,
It's really good.
It's amazing.
What did we round out the date restaurants?
I mean, we can talk. Well, right now on date spots, we have Water Bar, Forbes Island, Epic Steak, Douglas Room.
I'm gonna. Throw,
I know. I never actually talked about Douglas Room. Sorry, I added that while somebody was talking. Douglas Room is that new place that Jen and I went to like 2 weeks ago that just started up. It's a great cocktail spot, really good food. It was the best Philly cheesesteak I've had outside of Philly's.
Got it. There's a couple other restaurants I really
Sure.
love. They're a little bit more pricey, but Kokari is
little bit more pricey.
well, not than Water Bar.
Isn't it like the only 3-star or
It's not that
Michelin
expensive, though.
restaurant? Really?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't been in years, but
Yeah. It's
like
good stuff
couple
though.
years, but
Did I
yeah,
ever tell you
I-
my Kokari story?
no.
Let's hear it. Turn on your camera.
I took my mom there once for her birthday,
Mm.
and I went with her best friend, and her best friend, like one of the guys that worked there, was her like nephew. So we got like free appetizers, but then the owner came out of like a fucking little door out of the floor, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, like really drunk, and I was like, "Hey, you know what? Don't worry about paying. We got this." And then just gave us a free meal,
Bonus.
and it was a very, very expensive meal.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
What was the other? Kokari, you said?
Fuck.
Rich Table? You like that place?
Rich Table. Oh, fuck. Rich Table's really good. Rich Table. Progress is really good. Have you been there?
Mm-mm.
That's one of those. If you really want to impress someone, you go to Progress because it's really hard to get a reservation at still.
I still like Wayfair Tavern a lot.
Wayfair is really good. Throw that on there. State Bird Provision's really good as well.
Oh.
And I'll give a shout out to Nopa as well because Nopa's
Ah.
Yeah,
fucking
Nova's
good.
great.
Um,
That flour and water place.
Flour and Water. Oh
You
my
recommended to
God.
me? Oof.
Yes, put that top
so
on the list.
Good.
Holy cannoli. This fucking place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never been.
It's one of those
food's
places where you eat the
amazing.
fucking bread and you're like, duh.
Oh, Jesus, Nick. Not on the bread.
But they don't have a cocktail bar.
It's not a cocktail.
Yeah,
It's
so
So this is
pure
date
wine.
spot. I mean,
Yeah,
date,
no, I know.
cons-
I'm just saying that for me a date and I was like I can't get a cocktail. It kind of sucks.
Do they beer and wine?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Gotcha.
And like that's good enough. I guess.
Huh, all right. All right. That's a giant list. You want to
So-
start narrowing down our picks?
Here's a problem I have with this list.
Yeah.
Is I just feel like when we're talking about San Francisco food choices,
Yeah.
I feel like okay, like burgers aren't even on it. Pizza's not even on it. Like burritos, ramen, like wings aren't even on it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but think, okay, so like
Like
but
if we're just talking about okay, these are just what's all of our favorite genres of food that we can get.
Sure.
here.
See, I think wings are on it because I think Wings is a unique place that people should check out. I don't even think it's because of wings. I think it's good food. It's fun environment. They're open late after bars. You're going to get that San Francisco experience if you go there.
Yeah, I guess. I mean that's fair.
But I agree with
I'm
you
saying
on
with
burgers,
pizza
like-
and burgers. Like I don't
I
think
agree with
any of
that
these
too.
are San Francisco.
absolutely agree with
Because I
that.
would argue like we're missing so much shit that is San Francisco. Like San Francisco is all about fusion food. It's about food trucks and it's about all that
Curry
stuff.
Up Now.
So Curry Up Now is on that list. You don't like it.
I just like fucking her.
But
You haven't even tasted it. I
know.
hate you.
I just
But
don't like
Curry Up
curry.
Now,
hate you
it's,
so
it's
much.
Indian food, and you've never had it. Yeah, it's Indian food in like burrito form,
Sure.
and it's fantastic. You can get a chicken tikka masala burrito, and it's
It's amazing.
amazing.
I've eaten out of the curry up food truck outside.
Shut
IHM.
your mouth.
It was good.
but that's the thing is like these food trucks and stuff like the
Well, I mean, off the grid.
off
I
the
mean,
grid
like,
is the answer.
Yeah.
Like the answer is off the grid. You got to go there, and I can vouch for pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
It changes all the time, and eventually they graduate from that and become brick and mortar places like
Right.
Curry Up Now did because it's so damn good. But a thing that's different than that is just a restaurant that is very Bay Area. It's not San Francisco. It's migrated into San Francisco. Is the Cajun shrimp stuff
Oh yeah.
where you order shrimp by the pound and then they put it in a bag and then you order what type of spice level you want and what type of sauce that you want.
Yeah.
And you just mix it all up and you just
Sausage and corn.
you get sausage and corn you put in there so it gets all the juice and shit. And it's a very Bay Area thing. It started in San Jose and it's made its way up here. And
But
the
then all
problem
the good
is
spots have closed.
all the good spots have closed.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't you like the one in the Sunset on 9th? Is that closed?
No, that
He
one
didn't
kind of
like that
sucks.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, the
And what
cross
about
station.
Swamp? Swamp's still a thing.
Swamp sucks.
Okay.
Swamp was only good because the service was great. So a lot of these places you'd have to
Out
go
in Richmond.
and there'd be such a long wait. Like, so the original one's boiling crab. If you can get it to boiling crab, that's the right answer. But you're gonna have to wait at least an hour
Gotcha.
to get it. Swamp was great because there's just no wait, but the food was mediocre and it was fairly cheap, which is a good thing. My favorite one, it's in Oakland, but it's Rockin' Crawfish is what it's called. That place, it's the best. I think it's even better than boiling crab. And it's a small way, maybe 30 minutes, but
Sure.
it's worth it. And it's worth going out to Oakland for.
Okay.
And that shit is Bay Area as fuck.
What about Hard Knocks? Not for what you're talking about. Is that it's out in the Richmond? It's soul food. It's good.
Hard Knocks is good.
See, I
Yeah.
feel like I soul food. I feel like, what was that other place in Lower Haight? Was it Memphis Minis?
Yes.
Yeah, but no, Memphis. Oh my God, that's a great point. Good point. Memphis Minis, I've heard, is barbecue. I think Memphis Minis sucks. I've gone there and had so many not great experiences.
Me too.
4505 meets over on
Oh shit!
I want to say Divisadero. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
right?
No, it's an outdoor, that big ass outdoor barbecue.
Dude, that is some of the best barbecue I've ever had, and I'm including.
I drive by that every day, and I'm like, that place looks good.
Dude, we got to go. We should just go because
totally
it's
go.
fantastic. Yeah, yeah, Divisadero. Okay, right. 4505 Burgers and Barbecue. That place, it will be intimidating. You will come up, there will be a line out the door, but the line moves super quick. You can go in there. You get the ribs are fucking fantastic. The brisket's fantastic. Then they have these. It's fried mac and cheese balls. I forget what they call them. They're fantastic. You know, it's really fucking great. But it's not. Yeah. But it's
I've always wondered how good that place is. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
dude. We got to go. I love that goddamn
I've
place.
never, yeah. Oh man.
Trying to look up.
Yeah, but I'm with you, Tim. I don't know the burrito thing. I'm like, I can't in good faith be like, go to this. Like, I would say go to Nick's Crispy Tacos just because it's a hilarious experience. But the burrito it's okay. It's not great though. Nothing like blows me away when I think burritos.
Well, no, burritos, I think, is definitely.
I'm sorry, we're
I
talking
was
about
the one
burgers and
saying
pizzas.
Yeah, burgers and pizzas.
I don't
no.
know. See, yeah, nothing really blows me away for burritos either, though. Maybe I just
See,
don't
but
like food.
I think you're just in the LA state of mind with that. Because there is a fight between the NorCal, SoCal burritos.
Well, it definitely is.
But I mean, but the Mission burrito is undeniably a thing.
That is, as far as the San Francisco experience, yeah, I would say burritos we can lock up as El Farolito.
There really isn't a fight. Like we win.
We
Our
win.
burrito is way better.
No question.
Yeah.
Have you guys eaten
get this-
burritos? in
Yes.
Southern California?
Yeah.
So many.
They
So many
suck.
times. So many different places.
All over
You guys
San
are going
Diego.
to Chipotle,
All
for
over
Christ's
San
sake.
Diego. No,
Stop
you
going to
go to
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
No, yeah.
You go
Chipotle's
to
different.
Chipotle.
Chipotle is like the Panda Express of Mexican food.
All right, so burrito, I like your argument for the SF burrito being El Farolito.
Got it.
I still give the tip of the hat to Underdogs as like an experience, but it doesn't need any.
And
We're
Gordo's is the Tim Gettys.
trying to pick one, right? That's the idea here
I
for all
don't
this stuff, or we don't know.
Whatever the fuck we want.
That's a good point. All right, but okay, for burrito, we'll say El Farolito. Burgers, I think we should have these on here because it's just. I mean, you've watched this entire episode. You know the recommendations and how we feel and all this different stuff. I assume.
Somebody write it down.
Well, no, that's
No, I
fine.
meant them for like people that are coming.
Put on the
here.
forums and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, burgers. I don't know how we want to handle it. You know what I mean?
Jenny's and Beeps.
Jenny's.
I would
Well,
say,
are we
yeah.
picking one though? That's the thing. Are we trying to be difficult?
I
Are we
mean,
trying-
we can decide that later if we make the video.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to give a kind of funny approved thing to any of these burger places.
Really?
I'd give it to Beeps. It's a funny
If
experience.
anything, I'll give it to Beeps. But like even then, I
Jenny's,
just don't
dude.
think that that's like a. If you're in SF, you gotta do this.
I would give it to God. I mean, I would say if you're in SF, you got to go to Gott's. Gott's is one of those places where I know we don't frequent often, but fuck, it's good. It's so good.
I'm trying to
they have
build
good
it all
sweet potato
around
fries,
kind
too.
of funny live. That's what I'm trying to build this around, and that's where it gets difficult for me, because I love burgers, Greg. Where should I want an SF experience? You know what I mean? Like Jenny's is my pick. I
yeah.
love Jenny's, but I would say Beefs is this weird experience, but Beefs is far fucking away from where kind of funny live 3 is.
It's too far.
Yeah, but I mean, the idea is this is like a lot of people's third time to San Francisco. They've already gone to
Sure.
Jenny's. You know?
No one's gone to
Oh,
Jenny's.
we didn't recommend Jenny's.
I don't think
before?
we ever made a big deal about Jenny's
Why would we ever
before
recommend Jenny's?
because it's
Because
really good.
Jenny's is fucking awesome.
Thank you
I
very
can't
much.
wait
Piece
for
of
any of
shit.
you guys to go to Jenny's
You're a
and
piece
like
of
let
shit.
them
I
know what
hate
you
you.
really think about it. Jenny's sucks,
You
man.
suck.
It fucking sucks.
Oh my god.
I want to Yelp get Jenny's right now. See what's up.
Oh, Yelp will have everybody's hate. I'm gonna highlight Beeps.
Give it to Beeps for now. Until there's a better option, I say Beeps is the best.
I mean, I guess I really don't have a counter argument to Gott's though. I do like Gott's.
Gott's is so good.
And it is right there in the Embarcadero. It's in the ferry building. It's close enough to kind of funny live 3.
Yeah. Goes fast.
Just go fast.
They have good sweet potato fries.
What was that? Why are you making that face?
Why did we start this? Why did we start? We should have never done this.
I don't know. Maybe we have to go to Gott's.
Should we go to
We
Gott's?
should go to Gott's.
All right,
I've never
next
been to
week.
Gott's.
I've never been to Gott's either.
Get
All
up
right, that
there.
sounds great. All right, we'll do.
Go get a
all right,
burger
cool.
and
We'll
see
road
how it
trip over
goes.
there and do that. All right,
Okay.
cool. I'm highlighting them both for right now to show that there's a conflict.
Okay.
Pizza.
I say Goat Hill.
I would say
Goat
Goat
Hill.
Hill.
Goat Hill's
I would
the
say Goat
easy,
Hill.
yeah.
I do love going to Goat Hill too. I haven't done it in years, but Damon and I used to go there a lot.
Which
I
Goat Hill?
do not stand by a pizza in San Francisco.
Okay.
What do you mean?
It's got
Besides
sourdough
yours.
crust too, so that's like
I
San
just don't
Francisco-y.
think it's like, oh man, I'm in San Francisco. I'm going to get a pizza. You do that in Chicago or New York.
No, I think that. I mean, like,
Fair.
If you're here and you want the San Francisco experience, do not go to Goat Hill Pizza.
but I think they want the kind of funny experience. Like, what are our favorite
I
spots?
do
That's
not
why
think
people are
Goat
making
Hill
this.
represents that.
Lately, it does.
From now on, every stream is gonna have like that. We're like, let's order pizza. Goat Hill's our a new go-to spot.
They got crispy
Every
pepperonis.
single time, I'm gonna fucking love
I eat
it.
Chipotle every day. It doesn't mean I would recommend people go to the Chipotle at Stonestown.
All right.
Burrito again is El Farolito. Shout out to Underdogs for weird shit. Wings, we're saying wings. Shout out to Sang Tung for Asian wings.
Yep.
Correct. Okay.
Yep.
Date spots. The list has a whole bunch of shit on it. Water Bar, Forbes Island, Epic Steak, Douglas Room, Kokari, Progress, Rich Table, Wayfair Tavern, State Bird Provisions, Nopa, Flour and Water. That's quite a hefty fucking list there.
They're all great.
Yeah, they are all great. I guess it kind of comes down to what you want out of it. But I kind of abstain because I mean, like Water Bar is the one Water Bar and Epic I have so much experience with, and Wayfair Tavern, and Nopa.
Let's give it to Wayfair, man. That place is good.
The fried chicken.
Nopa's fucking
all
good
right.
too. But I've only been to Nopa
Now
once.
the thing about Wayfair, of course, is that they have great cocktails too. Nopa is, I guess, in a very similar situation though. Great food and great cocktails.
I really like Nova.
The problem we have to get into though, of course, is that Nopa has that ridiculous reservation thing,
Yeah, it's
where
really
it's
hard
like
to
if you
get
don't
reservations.
try a month out, like you're fucked.
Wait,
That's
really?
a lot of these though.
Yeah.
That's every single one that I listed.
Dude, Wayfair Tavern, last time I went there with Jen, we were driving back from when we went and did Shuck the Oysters up north and called that Saturday. It was Saturday afternoon. I called them like, hey, I know it's tough, but do you have a table for 2? They're like, hold on. Yeah, okay, somebody dropped out. You can get in. I'm like, all right, great.
That's rare. Though,
I know.
for that
I'm not
place.
saying it. I know I'm not saying it's not.
Like Progress.
I think you have a better shot at getting a Wayfair Tavern table than you do Nopa.
Definitely.
But Nopa is really, really good. That pork chop's fantastic.
Fuck, it is good. Give it to Wayfair.
Okay.
I don't know. Wait, Tim didn't like Wayfair.
I mean, my thing's Forbes Island. I think for sure. If you're
Now that's a
if
great
you're-
point, Stu.
If your person does not get seasick, that place is
an
But
so
experience.
San
It's the
Francisco.
experience, right? It's not the food necessarily. The food's good.
The food's great. It's
Okay.
not.
I
feel like
I wouldn't
Forbes
say it's
Island,
the
though,
best food of all time, but it's a cool place. You get the view of all of the key things of San Francisco.
You get to ride a little boat to get over
You
there.
get to ride a little boat. You get to go to the island. You see Pier 39. You hear the stupid ass sea lions. You see the Bay Bridge. You see the Golden
only-
Gate Bridge.
Like with the menu, it's a fixed menu. So it's a 4-course meal that's like I think $70, and you've got 3 options, and that's it. So that's kind of
See, I always lump in Forbes Island into the whole like Pier 39 thing, where it just feels very gimmicky to me. So that's why I've
It
never
is
gone.
gimmicky.
But it's gimmicky. But it's like
It's like eating at the
high
Blue Bayou,
quality.
where you're like you're seeing people go by for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and you're like, okay, this
I'm
is like
failing to see
Disneyland.
your point, but
yeah. The Blue
He's
Bayou-
using it as an insult. Tim's using it as a
the
bonus.
Blue Bayou, so cool.
Blue
I
Bayou's
just feel like
fucking
you
dope.
know. I just feel like I lump that into when everyone's like, when everyone that's ever come up here is like, hey, I want to see San Francisco. I want to see the real San Francisco. Let's go to Pier 39 into the sea lions. And I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
But I mean,
like
see,
that's so.
here's the
touristy.
thing: as someone from San Francisco, I think Pier 39 is legit and is awesome, and it has a lot of cool shit to offer you for people that are coming to see what San Francisco is about. And again, I grew up here, hanging out Pier 39 almost every weekend with my friends, just because like that is totally part of the experience.
I feel like it's the miniature golf of San Francisco, though, where it's like people
Yeah,
don't.
but people like miniature golf.
Yeah, I don't think it's touristy in the same way that a lot of other bullshit is. Like, don't go to the Trans-American Pyramid. Don't go to Golden Gate Bridge. You can see
Oh,
the
Golden Gate
Go-
Bridge is cool.
Yeah, no, Golden Gate Bridge is
Definitely
cool.
go to Golden Gate Bridge if you come to San Francisco.
No,
it's
people
amazing.
don't go to
Do
San
not
Francisco.
go to the Golden Gate Bridge if you come
No,
to San
it-
Francisco.
why
Go to
not?
Land's End if you want to go see the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a way better view. It's way cooler, and you see a whole bunch of other shit. Do not go to the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a freaking bus stop.
Do not go to Coit Tower.
Now, with all due
Course
respect,
sucks.
with all due respect to Tim, somebody who's grown up here his entire life, for me, it was mind blowing. It still is. Every time I go up to do something at Telltale and I'm driving across the Golden Gate Bridge in a car, I'm like, holy shit, this is so crazy. I've seen this in every movie, a sunroof, you're looking at it. And I don't get me wrong, I understand.
I mean, if you're talking about driving across the bridge, that's.
I like walking it too.
across
I've
the
walked
bridge
it
is
a couple times.
Yeah, it's real foggy and fun. That's great for everybody.
That's true.
I'm telling you,
It is
Land's
cool.
End. If for the travel-y shit, like if you want to just see touristy stuff, Land's End's the way to go. No food, but it's a good place.
So date spot, we're still just all over the place. There's many different things. I would say it's between Nope and Wayfair.
I mean, I'll give it.
Forbes.
I've been to no
Forbes
Wayfair
is
more.
I guess I don't have a skewed impression. I liked what I saw of Forbes, but I agree when I went there, it did seem like, oh, this is like a gimmicky thing, and it's not a bad thing. I don't know. I guess it's what's your definition of date spot? I don't
Right.
know. I don't know.
Like, are you trying to get
Francisco
laid
spot?
or are you trying to eat cotton candy?
Forbes Island's not cotton candy like.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
Not
getting
at all.
laid.
He's just really driving home the Disneyland thing. I kind of like it. I kind of appreciate it.
Like, do they
Disneyland
pipe
is
in the
not big
smoke?
with cotton candy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
They
What's
got
that?
churros.
They got churros. Lots of
Oh,
churros
fuck
at
yeah, they have
Disneyland.
churros at Disneyland.
Fuck, man. I really want to go to Disneyland.
You kind of sold me on
guys.
Flower and Water though. For somebody who's never been there. I'm gonna
It's
say
really
jury's
nice.
out right now.
Yeah, let's say.
I'm gonna
let's
highlight.
Come back to
I'm
that.
gonna highlight a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm sure I'm gonna walk away and forget about a bunch of places that I really love going to.
So we're Wayfair, Nopa,
Also,
Forbes
fuck,
Island.
We got to have Shabu House on here somewhere.
Do
I
we?
forgot. Have you ever been to Shabu House?
I've been to Shabu
Shabu
Shabu. I've
House?
had
Dude, it's the
Shabu House.
bomb.
I mean, Shabu is dope.
I love it. I'm just saying. As
That's
a
an
place that
interesting
people
thing
should
too.
go.
Of like, in terms of a San Francisco experience, you can't get in Chicago, or at least when I was growing up, right? Korean barbecue, where you go and you cook on the thing in front of you, and
Yeah.
like they bring out
Oh,
this, you
yeah.
got the kimchi, and like but you come out and you all stink of meat.
Where's our good Korean barbecue place?
So
In
here's
Japan.
the thing, guys.
Yakini Q.
Best Korean barbecue I ever had a couple days ago, 2 blocks away from here.
Get the fuck
What
out. You
the
finally
fuck?
went to that
Let's go.
place?
Only open after 5 p.m.
Naturally.
We
So,
we
that's
we,
it.
we should
But
have
just
a
like-
dinner one
I
night.
was
3:30.
shocked by it. It's not one of those do-it-yourself things though. This is just like you just order family style and it comes. But I was like, oh shit, and it's open till 2. It's one of those like
We should try it out then.
Cool,
Yeah,
try
sure.
it.
Wait,
places,
is
but I
that
was
place with
impressed
the
by
thumb over there?
The place
called-
with the thumb.
Wang
Wang.
Chung.
something.
Wang Chungs.
It was
Wang
Wang
something.
something, and I know this because I got in the Uber, and I typed in. It was like I don't remember what it was. It was 3 words. The first one was Wang, and I typed that in the Uber. So when we started going, it was quiet for a bit. Then the Uber guy goes, "So where are you going?" And I was like, "Oh, it's some Korean spot." He goes, "Is that some gay shit?" And I was
He
like,
said that to you?
I was like, "That's a really fucking weird thing to say to me in an Uber.
that's a weird thing to say.
Weird fucking thing."
Way to jump in.
Day back.
Wanged it back, yeah, and it was good. Shit was really good.
All right.
But anyway, I gave that Uber guy a fucking 0.
Yeah,
Nice
Lower-
job.
lower-
Nice
lower-
job.
I was like,
Nice
fuck
job.
that, man.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
lame.
First off, you're an asshole. Second off, you don't know me.
Yeah. Maybe I'm gay.
Balling out. We only listed Alexander's. So
Oh,
I guess
for balling
Alexander's. You're balling out of control.
I mean, Spruce is pretty baller as well. I mean,
Never
actually,
been.
I feel like that's a
Thumbs
problem.
up?
I feel like
I think we could eliminate this category.
Yeah,
I
we
think
could
we
probably
kind of just put it in there
Like,
because
Alexander's
the-
is good, but I wouldn't recommend if you're in San Francisco, go there.
ramen now. I mean, that's another one. Like we said, there's a million different ones.
Yeah, honestly, to me, ramen is just go to a ramen spot. Like there's,
Man,
there's
I've been
a
to
whole
so
bunch.
many ramen spots that are awful.
Me too.
there's a shit.
Awful.
ton of
But
ramen
I
spots
don't
here.
think we can choose one. I think it's just like any of these are good.
Has
Say
anyone ever
ramen.
thought to make a ramen spot called Romulans, and it's a Star Trek themed ramen spot?
I hope somebody.
highly
I
doubt
really
it.
hope somebody
Shit.
has.
That would be the shit. And everyone's dressed up like Romulans, and then there's like one Ferengi. It's like, hey, I'm Ferengi.
A problem with ramen spots is almost all of them
He's the
have
guy
weird
that
ass
charges.
hours. So keep that in mind
He's the guy
Sure.
charging
when
money.
you're booking your day.
I think we have to pick one.
Do they-
As much as I like Sawai, I would say Catania again due to its location downtown. You can make a case, Kevin. Make a case.
I think it's worth the drive, man. So why is amazing? Everywhere else, what?
A lot of people go there. A lot of the kind of Joey Noel and Nikki
Yeah.
Powell are always tweeting about it too when they see me tweet about it.
I think it's fantastic.
So why is good, but I would never drive out of my way to go to. It is
I
my
have.
ramen spot of choice,
Yeah.
but that's for convenience because it's
Location,
close to me.
location.
I don't have.
I did like Ramen Underground too, though.
Ramen Underground is awesome.
Isn't Ramen Underground over there too?
It's close to.
There's
the area.
something about the
you're
like
fucking
broth
selling
and
me on this 4 or
Sawai.
5
It's like
days,
slightly
gotta
thicker. It's got more going on. Well, I love Ramen Underground. Sawai I think is better.
I mean, Kevin's winning me over. Kevin's super passionate about it.
I mean, give it to him.
All right, Kevin, you made Sawai happen. You get to deliver the award to her.
What?
You get to deliver the award to
Do
her.
we need to have these printed out again?
Yeah.
Okay. How big?
Sushi.
Life size.
Yeah, life size.
Great.
Sushi. I mean, do we have a thing?
face though.
Did any of us come?
I
This
would
was
say,
a
like sushi is another thing. It was like, no, that's not a San Francisco thing.
okay. Knocking it out. Bar. Now this is just a bar you go to drink beer or a cocktail. I mean, whatever it's going to end up being. We have Richmond Draft House, El Rio, Zeitgeist, CC's, Teeth, Hemlock, Polk Street.
I think
Give
out
it
of
to El
these,
Rey.
I think
That's
that
the San Francisco. That's like the classic San Francisco mission thing. You got to go to the mission to drink.
yeah,
If
that's
you
that's
want
my
San
thing.
Francisco.
If you're just going and you're like in a small group, I would say Dr. Teeth. If you have a big group, El Rio.
Okay.
Polk Street's a fun option. Just throw out there because that is just a shit ton of bars. But
So was the I'll throw out the triangle and the marina as well. There's a lot of good bars.
I mean, okay, bringing Marina into it is a whole other.
That's a whole other dimension.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go drink in the mission, for anyone new to San Francisco, the mission is very much what you would think when you see San Francisco. You know, you got hipsters, you got just a very multicultural like group of people that are drinking maybe like Pabst Blue Ribbon on a patio someplace, even though it's freezing cold. The marina is the polar opposite of that. The marina is like it's like every place you go is like 1984, where it's just nothing but pop collar douches and like they're good looking people.
It's kinda like Miami.
Yeah, it's kind of like Miami,
But without the beach.
right without the beach.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's where I live. I would say you got to see it at least once on a Saturday night because it's hilarious.
It is a lot of fun.
And you can go to the Common Club, which is where I met my wife.
Now this brings me up to an interesting point you just brought up that we have left off that I do think is a San Francisco thing. Brunch.
Oh, yeah.
The ones I shot at immediately are 15 Romolo, which is closer to Kind of Funny Live.
That's Gia's like one of her favorite places.
I love
Maybe
that
not
place.
even for brunch. I think she just likes it in general.
Okay.
But 15 Romulo's dope.
I'm putting out Outer Lands. Again, that's far out in the sunset, but I do think that one is.
It's
This is
great.
worth the drive and it's
It is.
awesome.
It's cool.
And then Pig and Whistle. That's the one in your neighborhood, right?
No.
What's
the
Tipsy Pig?
The
I like
Whistle's in
Tipsy
LA.
Pig. I know that's not a super
Tipsy
popular
Pig's a
thing.
fun place, though.
Tipsy Pig is
It's a
the
cool-
definition of brunch, though.
Yeah, that's
Like that is
people
San
getting
Francisco
slammed,
brunch.
people waiting a
in
long time for
fucking
brunch.
nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been there for brunch, but I'll give a shout out to Tipsy Pig because it's kind of it's a staple of my neighborhood at this
Yeah.
point.
I like that place a lot. That's one I go out to.
I'm trying to think. The only other place that I've ever had really like breakfasty lunch is what's it called? Oh, I can't remember it. There's a couple restaurants. The Grove. The Grove has pretty.
Ooh, I do
decent-
like the Grove.
Yeah.
I like the
The
Grove.
Grove
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 is good.
great. So here's the thing. If you are trying to go to brunch to get fucked up,
Yeah.
Pink Elephant
Oh,
is
interesting.
the way to go.
Interesting.
Have you heard of this place?
Yes, I have.
It's downtown. You pay and it's unlimited mimosas.
That's a lot of places.
And you get to make your own.
That's not normal.
It's a shit ton of flavors, and they just it's as much vodka as you want to do, and you get to do it yourself. It's unlimited, and you just pour it all.
Which one's the
And the
what is
food's
the
pretty
mimosa?
good.
I thought mimosa was orange juice and champagne.
It is orange juice. I'm sorry.
But
not vodka.
there's
They
also
have vodka
They have
too?
a whole
Damn.
bunch of shit.
Okay.
Pink Elephant. That's when I go, like when Gia and all her girls go out, I end up there, and that's
Okay.
when you know it's going to be
Long day.
a ridiculous day.
Yeah.
Love that.
Okay.
For a quiet Sunday, like brunch, I like going to this little Italian place.
Throw it up on the thing.
Yeah, it's right by I don't know how to say the fucking name, but it's by West Portal, so it's really close to the studio here.
Okay.
And
Let me see. Trattoria.
Trattoria davvero.
What is? I can't read the whole thing.
the
Di Vittorio's?
Vittorio's, yeah.
Yeah.
Vittorio. Anyways, they got good eggs Benedict.
Ooh.
With salmon.
You know,
Really
Smoked
good eggs
salmon.
Benedict. Is
I love a
jam,
good. I love a
too.
good eggs, Benny. You know that. That's what I'm
Jam.
all about.
I had a omelet the other day. There used to be a place called Judy's, which was my absolute favorite brunch place, but unfortunately it closed. It was on Chestnut Street. It was the best. They would do like a smoked salmon omelet. That was the bomb. But you're talking, this is definitely one of those places where you're like, why the fuck are there 30 people on the sidewalk right now?
Yeah.
And why are they just like, and you're just in the beating sun and everyone's trying to look good, even though they're a little hungover from the night before. That's Judy's. That was Judy's, unfortunately.
have you guys
but
ever
San
been to-
Francisco takes every restaurant eventually.
Have you guys ever been to Dottie's?
The blue plate place
Yeah.
or whatever. No, I never.
Dottie's is
True
like
Blue
that's one of those
Cafe.
places that is always going to be 100
Super
people
packed.
waiting because like too many.
So
it's
good.
This
too
is
overrated.
this is my problem with brunch. I don't get it. I don't understand why people do it to themselves. It reminds me of like, it just gives me anxiety that you're just going to go, you're going to put your name down, you're going to wait an hour and a half to get brunch. But it's spoilers at that point, it's just lunch. You know, if you're eating brunch at 1
Well, if you're
o'clock in the
drinking, I
afternoon,
think that's what makes it into.
I mean,
drinking.
clearly you're not Italian. You can drink whenever the fuck you want.
Oh,
Drink at lunch, drink at breakfast, drink right now.
Brenda's French Soul Food is another good brunch
Never
spot.
had that.
Oh, that's really good. They do like the fried chicken, eggs, Benny, and stuff like that.
You
It's
just
fucking
reminded
dope.
me
They make
of-
the
Catfish?
Benoits or something.
Yeah,
The-
beignets.
Beignets. They're
What
so good.
Is the place in Lower Haight? It's a breakfast spot. They do bacon cornmeal pancakes. Do you remember that place?
Oh yeah,
Fucking
Kate's
Kitchen. Jeez Louise. That's why I just think like everything I said about brunch. This place is worth the wait. They give you a pancake. You're like, this is 8 types of thing in one.
Have we ever gone to breakfast at Tiffany's? This bar here? Or this
There's a bar
diner?
called Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's
She
is
said,
all right.
I think I
Hands down my
remember the
favorite
film
diner.
as I
and it's
recall.
great for
I
brunch,
think
great for breakfast.
I kinda liked
Yeah.
it, and I
No, it's
said,
good. It's solid.
That place looks legit. I want to go there.
It's
It's
great.
in a really shitty area.
Aren't all great things in San Francisco in a really shitty area?
Good point. Good call. Good call.
Everything's being gentrified anyway. By the time we get over there, it'll be fine.
Not this area.
All right, cocktail bar. We have Benjamin Cooper, Rick House, local edition, The Forgery.
What about that place?
I want you to go to Forgery before I
Okay, sounds good
say
to me.
anything because
First
I
off-
think I want you to experience it.
There's
I
two
mean-
other places.
Going tonight?
There's the
We're going
one place
Forgery
that
night?
everyone
Let's
loves
do it.
having their Christmas parties at, where it's like the speakeasy place that you have to get into.
Oh, I fucking hate that place.
Everyone seems to really like that place.
No, that place is sick.
It is
But
awesome.
It's too hard to get
It's
into.
where Brendan did his thing.
Yeah, Brian Layer Media has a Christmas
gotta
party
be
there.
in it.
Every single time we go,
gotta
I
be.
lose a fucking jacket and it sucks. Or someone
get
loses a
hammered,
jacket. No,
And then you
I
eat
wasn't.
4
I
slices
ate
of
4
pizza.
slices.
There's that
I
place,
ate
and then
3
there's the place that
slices,
Layer
to be
used to
fair.
have their Christmas party at. That's a really cool bar. It's in that same family as Rick House and Local Edition, but I can't remember what it's called.
Bourbon and Branch.
Bourbon and Branch.
Not,
That's the name. That's
the speakeasy. I'm sorry. I was shouting that out.
Yeah, that place is pretty cool.
Bourbon Branch is cool because it's one of those the places where it's like you gotta know the secret to get in and all
Yeah,
that
you
shit.
have to have a secret
Also, it's
code
cool because
to
I
get
went to a Ghostbusters video game launch party there. It was
that's
dope.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
They had Stay Puft
That's super
Marshmallow
fun.
Man drinks. It was great. You stop
This made me really
lying.
hungry, by the way.
Really?
We
I'm
just ate a lot,
full
too.
as fuck.
Really? I'm so
All right, so
hungry.
cocktail bar release. I want to fight for Benjamin Cooper.
I want to go there.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
should do a little switcherooskies.
Sure. Okay.
We should
We
go.
could go to one and go to the other.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing
I like
tonight?
that.
Get Gia.
Well,
Rally it up, Gia. Coffee.
I'll hit her up.
Coffee. We have Phil's in Blue Bottle. I'm not ready. I still think coffee's one of those you can get great coffee at any of the little places. Hollow's great, but I wouldn't tell you to go all the way out to Hollow. There's that one over. Oh, I think you and Cool Greg were over there the other night. I have no idea why, but I noticed Cool Greg or you put up a photo of Cool Greg in a mall with the winding thing going up, and I'm like, oh, that's where my eyeglasses are, and that means that downstairs and
Winding
across the thing
going up.
there is an awesome
San
coffee
Francisco
shop.
Mall.
The one on Drum Street,
Drum
next to right, like 1 block up from the Embarcadero. Not even like
Oh,
a full
you mean
block.
those like series of buildings that kind of look the same as a theater?
Yeah,
there, the
yeah.
Embarcadero
But I'm
theater
talking
there?
about the whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I'll find the photo and show it to you guys what I'm talking about.
It's my Instagram.
Or Greg's Instagram. Somehow I thought you two were together. I don't know why.
Because they're always together.
They always
Spend
are
a lot
together.
of time with him.
Make a nuke.
Do you want me? What do you want to do for coffee?
I stand by Phil's being
All
a
right.
San Francisco thing because here's the deal. When I really think about a lot of this stuff, I'm like, how often have me and Kevin stopped what we're doing to go to one of these places?
Sure.
Right.
And we would go to Phil's constantly. Like
Phil's
we
is
would
good.
drive to get to Phil's. And this was back when there was only like one of them. Now that there's a whole bunch of them, it is a bit different, but I do think that represents the experience.
What's crazy is there's one like a mile that way. It's so close now.
But I'm over it now.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Me and Paula, every weekend, one of the 2 days, I'll wake up and we'll go there.
I guess that's right. I mean,
We'll
even
get a coffee.
I've been with you and Paula to the Phil's in
And yeah, in San
Westboro
Bruno.
or whatever the
No,
fuck
San
it is.
Mateo. San Mateo.
Yeah, so many times.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phil's. Barbecue we only have we added because of 4505 barbecue.
I gotta try
I cannot fucking tell you enough to go there. So
Really?
I mean, like seriously,
I've never had good barbecue.
and that's the thing
in the world.
Here's the
son
thing.
of a bitch.
Here's the thing. You and I have done this before, where we've gone to
Texas?
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake,
Remember the
all the
first time we
places?
ever went to Austin? We knew each other. We didn't know each other, but literally landed, checked in the hotel. I'm like, I heard about the Salt Lake place. You want to go? We rented a car and went, and it was good, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
I've had Franklin's. It's good. 4505. I've been there twice now, and both times I was just like, this is fucking delivering on all fronts in
Yeah.
terms of what I want
All
from
right,
barbecue.
all right.
Going.
Yeah, okay.
We need to go.
And then brunch, 15 Romolo, Outer Lands, Tipsy Pig, The Grove, Pink Elephant, Brenda's Soul Food, Kate's.
A lot of these places are great.
That's the thing. I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. I think based on location, the Kind of Funny Live 3, 15 Romolo's close. The Grove is close, but there's a couple of them, and it does kind of feel, not in a bad way, but cookie cutter.
It's cookie cutter.
Like it's not like oh,
Yeah.
this is a hip San Francisco place or something
it's
like
a
that.
designed San Francisco place because they're all the same.
Tipsy Pig is not right next to it, but it's a pretty direct line. Just go down Van Ness. So,
It's close enough where
Yeah,
you
it's
could
close
Uber
enough.
down there and
If
come
it's
back.
worth the Uber, I think Tipsy
Okay.
Pig is a good.
I love
example
Tipsy Pig.
Of just
San
brunch.
Francisco brunch?
Outback patio. Which is
Okay,
good. If
cool.
It's a sunny day, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Doing that for brunch.
Pink Elephant if you're trying to get fucked up.
Well, and then also, I mean, in that
Tipsy
same,
Pig if you're trying to get fucked up too.
it depends on how kind of fucked up. Teeth is great for getting fucked up on a brunch too, because they do the same thing where you can get mimosas and all that crap too.
SF and brunch go hand in hand.
They do.
It's
No,
you're
the
gonna
brunch
have a good
culture is
time.
huge here.
I would just recommend brunch.
Exactly. Okay, we can do that too.
just
brunch
brunch.
spot, brunch. And then I tossed on here, I don't know if it needs an award or a shout out, but Ike's. Again, something that is San Francisco. Ike's, this little sandwich shop that started as on its own little thing with crazy sandwiches, and you can add mozzarella sticks to it, and da 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 da. It now has a lot of locations, but that's not a negative. And it is still, I think, uniquely San Francisco. I still like. I was thinking about it.
Thanks.
Yeah, you have. It's we went to their ceremony.
I don't think he was with us. That was you,
really?
me, Cool Greg, and Kevin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It honestly, it is. I'm not a big fan of sandwiches in general.
Yeah.
And I do think Ike's is on the better side of that, and it is very San Francisco.
Yeah.
So I'll give you, if you're looking for sandwiches,
It's
Ike's
one of
is
those,
good.
like, I was thinking about it in the car today, right? When where were we going to eat? Oh, Flame Broil, House of Flame.
Hall of Flame.
Whatever, Hall of Flame.
Man, we should have gone to Ike's today.
That's what I thought. In the car, I was like, fuck, I wish we were going to Ike's. But I didn't want to say anything because everybody's already down for burgers.
Hey,
It's fine.
tomorrow.
There's always another day. There's always another lunch.
Do we order sandwiches from Ike's sometimes?
No.
Is that a different place?
We've never-
No. We've done
tried.
Grubbin and
Grubbin's pretty good.
it's not good enough.
I like the
See, I feel
deep
like
fried
we
chicken
fucked
sandwich
up.
I had.
We need to have a sandwich category.
We just
God,
did.
no,
Ike's.
But
don't.
I mean, if we do, it's Ike's in San Francisco.
What about that place? That cheesesteak place in the marina? Jack's, I think it is.
I have no
Never
idea
mind,
what you're
forget
talking
it.
about.
We're beyond this.
Phillies for cheesesteaks.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your bonus episode of the Game Over Greggy show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic, a discussion for your amusement. If you support us over on patreon.com/kindafunny, we give you a bonus episode every month. That's yours exclusively for 30 days. Goes up the final Sunday of the month, then we release it to everyone else a month later so they can enjoy the hard work as well. Thank you, of course, for your support over on patreon.com/kindafunny. You make all this possible. You make the studio possible. You make Portillo eating food possible. We love you very much and can't appreciate enough of that. This has been us going through. Clearly, there's a few things that we need to sort
Gotta work
out.
through. You know what I think we should do? I think it'll make it easier if we could, as a group, have the Kind of Funny, just we stand by this shit. But then I also think that there should just be a Nick top 3, Greg top
Oh, okay.
3, Tim
Sure.
top 3.
Okay.
Because then I feel like there's less pressure. Because I understand I'm not going to fight for Gordos or Senores as like, this is the fucking shit you got to do. But
Sure.
I would on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we should do that. And Kevin deserves one
So
too.
it's the 3 places Greg, Nick, Tim say you can't miss. Kevin,
Yes.
whoever's insert name here kind of thing. I like that. I'm
Yep.
gonna add that down here. Okay. We'll post this, of course, over on the forums once we get out there. I'm sure you'll do it too. We have to go to a couple of these places. I do think we should go to one of these cocktail bars tonight.
I'm potentially down.
Okay.
Just got to hit up G-Skis.
GCCs?
G skis.
Oh, G skis. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you. For the record, I really, and you can leave this in, I thought we were going to have a hard time. I was like, man, this could be wrapped up in 20 minutes. Here we are, an hour and 44 into this argument. This totally nonsensical, nobody cares about it but us argument.